Welcome to the Imagine Not Being Leeds.
Imagine not being Leeds, not feeling this pain, not dancing through thunder, not walking through rain. Imagine not rising with fists in the air when the world turned its back and no one would care. We've lived in the ashes, we've drowned in defeat, but still we stand proud on our battered old feet. Imagine not loving with all that you are. Imagine not being Leeds.
We love you, Leeds, Leeds, Leeds.
We do love you, Leeds, Leeds, Leeds. Now then, everybody, welcome back to Imagine Not Being Leeds, and welcome to a show where me, AG, and Bossnass get into the last 7 days at Ellen Road. It is, in fact, everyone's best Friday night Leeds YouTube show, Late Night Leeds. Now then, everybody, welcome back to Late Night Leeds. Hope everyone's doing well. There's 64 people already watching. Call that 74, boys. Mental, absolutely mental. Smash a like on the video. Please subscribe if you're new here. And if you haven't seen Late Night Leeds before, bang it in the comment section below. I'd be interested to know if there's any first timers, any Late Night Leeds virgins in the house, boys. We know you two are. We are. OGs with you. Anyway, boys, Adam, let's get it. How are you doing, AG?
Yeah, very well, thanks, mate. Still trying to sell a house, so it's very annoying, but yeah, all good.
Right, mate. You haven't got I want to say you haven't got Adam Underwood trying to sell you the house, have you? But then again, at the minute, things aren't too bad, mate, at Leeds United when it comes to. We'll have to get into that later in the show.
Maybe it never was. Maybe it never was.
Maybe it never was. Mr. Bossnass, how are you diddling?
All good, mate. All good, mate. Just feeling a little bit sorry for AG, but then again, can't be easy selling a house with 18 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms, and a private tennis court. So,
no, exactly. That helipad on the roof as well. Not many people require one of them, but obviously AG does, and obviously the butler, he can't really move to where he's going, so he needs to look for another job. It's just I understand AG. It's a tough one when you're not eating from your table. Do you have that many knives and forks you eat from the outside in? Or because I just use a spoon for everything, me.
Eat from the outside in, you never get to the food. There's that many. You work your way in, and you don't know where you're going with it.
Oh man, honestly, boys, I'm buzzing. Anyway, JB with a super chat straight off the bat. Yes, Matty, we win tomorrow. It's 11 points clear, 100%. JB, I hope you're doing well, mate. Yeah, we'll get into it about tomorrow, but I'm excited. I know AG's going as well. Nice traveling.
Yeah.
Coming up north for it, aren't you, mate? You're coming to see us and hopefully take 3 points back with us.
Yeah, train tomorrow morning. Then I'm going out for dinner with Sean Carney, Mr. Wilco Whites. Lovely.
You are. What time you get train?
It's from Stevenage, 2 hours up to Leeds, so I'll be there at midday.
Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Right, let me get a few comments, lads. Let me just see who's in the house as usual. Joseph, every evening, everyone. How are you doing? Adam Toes, I'm great, and as you know, the boys are. Josh, evening all, says Top Banana. Graham, Angela, Bremner. Honestly, so many. Dave, I'm not going to be able to get through everyone's comments like I normally do, because it's just I don't know what's going on this week, boys. But this channel's just, and I don't know how to deal with it. But I'm smiling. I'm happy. Very blagged, but very happy that so many people are enjoying what I'm doing, and hopefully what you two are doing, because this is our favourite show, isn't it, boys, on a weekly basis. We love this show.
Can you go full time yet, Matty?
Oh, nowhere near, mate. Nowhere near, pal. You earn too much in day job, you know what I mean? Just,
oh, no, yeah. No.
Don't worry, mate. A couple more subs and I'll be there, mate. Don't you worry. Paul Morton, everyone smash a like and subscribe and support the channel. Lots of love to you and your family and friends from your biggest fan, MOT, bro, forever. Cheers, Paul. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much, mate. West Yorkshire, Leighton of Leeds says, finally caught a live with you, boys. Any of you going to the game tomorrow yet? Me and AG, keep up the good work, fellas. Let us know if you are going to, Leighton. Mike's in the house as always. Smash a like for Late Night Leeds. Right then, boys. We normally start with a too good, too shit. So there we go.
Too good, too shit.
But I tell you what, boys, I've been blagged because I can't think of many shit in the last 7 days. I really can't think of much that's gone shit. So, as a little segue into Derby, while you have a think if anything shit come up, and you can tell me after this, I'm just going to show you a few little moments from my boy Theo on his first away day at Derby. What a guy. And then his new mate there, we're getting badging. Look out, look, little Reggie there. So away days, his first one, and he even made a new friend as well. We went football training with him on Monday, little Reggie. Loves to get a little badge in there with little Stone Island jumper on, absolutely class. If you know, you know. But yeah, it was unreal. What a day. I got told FA Cup's a bit of a joke competition and all this, and I probably had my best day at football, boys, on the weekend with my lad. Probably my best day. Few goals to see, you know, away from home. If you've been to an away game, you'll know it's just a different sort of beast. It's just constant singing. You know, I say we're normally a 10 for 20% of the crowd, but obviously we're like 6,000 of us there, and there were only 21,000 in attendance in total at Derby. Loads of empty seats, poor home turnout for a big FA Cup tie for them, and yeah, we just outsung them, outplayed them, and doing that with my little lad, mate. I'll remember that day forever. It was unreal, and that's what football's about: bringing people together and passing it on to the next generation. And he gets it, boys, doesn't he? I'm sure you could see that in his face. He gets it, doesn't he?
Yeah, 100%, man.
Got no choice for me as a dad, I tell you, but yeah, unreal.
I love that bit. I saw something, I can't remember what it was, where you just kind of looked at him and you was like dead proud, and you just went, "I'm sorry, son."
I went. They just gone 1-0 up at Derby, and I literally went, "Sorry, mate. Welcome to being a Leeds fan. Sorry, son." Something like that. Yeah, and it was just like, just in that moment, I looked at his face. I thought, "You've got a lot of years of feeling this shit." But those moments when it turns well are just, it's something else. But anyway, that leads us nicely, boys, into let's have a quick chat and review the Derby. So anybody wants to bang the comments in, I'll try and bring them up. I ain't going to be able to read them out on Late Night Leeds. Too much to chat about, and I will start some to come back at the end, but I'll flag them up. I'll go through them as the boys chat my ear off, as they like to do, because I can't shut these two buggers up usually when they start talking, especially AG. He's a bugger. Look at him. Look at him over there. You're just a bugger, aren't you? Let's be honest. Anyways, right, Leeds Derby. We go 1-0 down. We win 3-1. So we won't spend too long on it, but were you happy, AG, with the performance? And ultimately, were you happy to progress to the next round, which is now Birmingham City?
I was delighted to progress. Absolutely. That's exactly what we wanted. Performance good. I think... we went one goal down, obviously, and then missed a penalty, and you think all kinds of normal bad things, Leeds United. But I was actually quite confident in this one, and we did click into gear. Nonto's finish was class, just rasp it into top of the net. That's brilliant. First goal we see that Ampadu keeps doing this. He's shut off. He just stood there with his arm up for no reason. Like, he's the one that's got he had the man, and people blame Nonto because Nonto was a bit close, but Ampadu's the one that was the centre back. Ampadu's the one that's DM. He's got to follow his man there. He can't just stand there with his arm up, and he's done that a few times. He likes marking grass. He's got to switch on and stop ball watching. If he wants, I think for Ampadu's actually thing to get to the next stage of his career. Stop ball watching as much. Don't get me wrong, he's doing very, very well. But yeah, in this one, and then winning and go through. Fans were great, and then another annoying away game.
Not annoying about that, mate. Not annoying about that. What did you think to Pirro's performance, Bossnass? If you can cast your mind back, so obviously he gets an opportunity there against the side where you sort of look at it and think that's his level, championship, maybe he's better than that, but you expect him to do well against Derby. Obviously missed a penalty too, which I'm a little bit gutted about. I thought he did okay in moments, but I was a little bit gutted he didn't get that goal that I expected him to get, I won't lie. And I actually thought Metcher, out of the sort of two of them, I thought Metcher played quite well. But Pirro, what do you think to any individual in that game? Anything to say, pal?
I think, Pirro didn't have a bad game, but he did nothing in particular that you look back on apart from not score a penalty. So yeah, it was a bit of a confusing one for Pirro because you didn't look at him in the game and think, oh, he's having a stinker, but you didn't also look at him and go, he's really taking his opportunity here. I thought that Metcher was probably the busier of the two, like you said. He definitely was looking for contact though when he went down for that penalty, but you got to do that in professional football.
He did it really well though, didn't he? He did it well.
He properly sold it, but yeah, I don't think Pirro neither shone nor stunk, to be honest. I think he was just the best thing Pirro did all day, and this sounds ludicrous, is not touch the ball when that ball comes across the box for Nonto's goal. He's got he's got the understanding and the vision to know that the line of that ball, the direction of that ball is just going perfectly into Nonto. Who, so he just steps over it. But yeah, what an absolute rocket from Nonto. I thought, finishing wise, come on, the boy's got something. You look at him though and you think, how do you get into this team and keep in this team? And you think, I'm not sure you can. So potentially that could lead to something happening. I'm not sure it will this window, but maybe at the end of the season. But I didn't think Leeds had to get out of second gear, to be honest, Matty.
I agree.
I don't think we ever really hit our straps just because we didn't have to. The first goal, you look at it and you think, and this is the concerning thing, isn't it? Because you'd want Darlow to save that, and then gives you a little bit of reassurance, thinking if anything does go horrendously wrong with Perry, and he does go down the shitter, then you've got someone there that's making the saves that they should be at the level. And I think it is a difficult one because of how close it is to his body. He has to get down quick, but it slides underneath him. But still, that's me making excuses. If I was watching another team that I didn't support, I'd be like, "What's the keeper doing?"
You know what it is, Bossnass, with those like keepers. Obviously, when you're a natural keeper, your instinct is to get down and save it. I actually think that's the kind of shot that when you just get someone like us who just goes in net, bank jumpers down as goalpost, I'll go in net. We just stick his foot out and probably save that. Do you know what I mean? Because it's not a natural instinct to sort of dive down. We'd probably just stop that with his left foot, wouldn't we? It'd have been an easy save.
Don't get me wrong. I think Brereton Diaz did well in not a really tight space, but he got it out of his feet and he hit it quick. And the reaction time for Darlow, he didn't have loads of time. It's not like he hit it from 25, 30 yards out. It was kind of reaction save, but you just kind of want your goalkeeper at this level to be getting something on that. But yeah, other than that, mate, I didn't think Leeds had to get out second gear. I think, like I said, Nonto, I think his goal was a bunch. I think, you had Tanaka who stayed alive for the second. I think it was the second goal. All in all, nothing really to complain about. Happy that we're in the bag for the next round against Birmingham. And yeah, let's see if we can. The thing is, the longer you go in the competition, the more you want to do well in it.
Of course you do, yeah. There's not wrong with that.
Birmingham's another game that you look at and you go, that's one we should be winning. No excuses, really. Should be winning that. So yeah. Looks like we are setting ourselves up for a potential run in the cup.
It's funny though, like the games in the past, like these are the games where we've been, really disjointed. And the players have come in look really, really poor, and anyone that comes in these games, there's always either an element of rust or an element of trying to prove too much and do too much. And the Demetriou was he kept trying pot shots rather than just laying it off and doing the sensible thing. He tried to make him about him a little bit, but that's okay. That's a striker trying to score goals and take his chance. But actually, I think where we've seen this season a lot more rotation. And it showed in this game because everyone was quite match sharp, and we didn't completely rotate in this game either. We held the sort of with Ampadu, Bijal, and instead with Gruev, Tanaka. Like a lot of players have got a lot of minutes this season. So it was looking at a team, and it was a really attacking lineup. And Nonto's such an interesting one, isn't he? Because he just doesn't fit in the system quite anywhere at the moment. And like his left wing, Okafor's much better at carrying the ball, much quicker and much more of a direct threat. Like I think he'll never play above Okafor probably. Buonanotte is in now. Aronson, he's going to struggle for game time, isn't he? Even though he's a very talented footballer, but I think he's just still struggling to make this his home.
Yeah, no, I agree. Just want to quickly just move on to a little segue, mate, and just mention Mark. It was on my notes, Graham, but thanks for reminding me. But it's down here in front of me. Look. Mark shout out. So yesterday we had Mark comment on us live. He was going in for brain surgery today. So just wanted to shout out. Hope everything's gone well. If you are in the chat, let us know how it's gone. If not, hope hopefully we'll hear from you soon. Touch wood, everything went well for you, buddy. But yeah, a few people in here hoping you're okay, Mark, as well. So that's great to see the community that we've got on here. Fantastic. I had it noted down, but it was nice that you reminded me, as you said you would. So thank you for that. But yeah, just to sort of finish on Derby, lads, it doesn't matter too much now because he's moved on, and we will get into the bit of the transfer chats and stuff. But I tell you what, that was one of the worst performances I've seen from an individual. With my eyes, I wished I had cataracts watching Jack Harrison run down that left-hand side. Sorry, when anyone having cataracts, I'm sure it's not the best thing to have, but honestly, I wished for cataracts at that moment. He was turgid. Jack Harrison he has the best agent in world football. To get 2 years at Everton, don't get me wrong, it's Everton, but still 2 years at Everton to get to Fiorentina. That I know you're a big Serie A fan, Bossnass, and I know Fiorentina aren't the Fiorentina of old, but that team's held people like Matty Stewart in the side, mate.
To be honest, Fiorentina were never predicted to be this bad this year. Like everyone had no, there was never. They're just having an absolute shocking season. I think the second from bottom still, but I don't understand why you bring Jack Harrison in when you've got Manor Solomon. As Leeds fans, it makes no sense to me.
It's a mad one. It's a mad one. But like I said, we'll get into Jack Harrison chat. But yeah, I thought very professional performance. And in Cup, it's all about giving players minutes that haven't had the minutes, I suppose, while still regaining enough to get through. And I think when you look at the side, lads, because of the injuries we've had and the suspension and stuff to hamper the last few weeks, some of these fringe players have actually played Premier League minutes leading into that Cup game. Like you think that Cup game could have been a JJ, a Bornau. That could have been their first game for months, but it just turned out, since that League Cup game, it was heading that way since we got beat by Sheff Wednesday, but then they've come in last few weeks. So that Cup game, even though it were massively changed, didn't look too weak, to be fair, because a lot of these players have been starters, and they're probably third game, fourth game into their run of playing, meant that they looked okay. And again, it's Derby Cup. And I thought James Justin deserved a goal from his efforts for the last few weeks as well. I think he's looked really good. The only criticism is he don't get us forward as much as Bogle, and then he goes and scores a goal like that, which was anything but a defensive run on it. Outstanding finish. Just to top off, I think, what's been a great period of time for James Justin, and whether he will remain in that role now going forward with Bogle as a starter, and obviously if he isn't got no injury, he probably will come in. But I tell you what, talk about competition for places. That is rife at right back right now, boys, for me. And I think Bogle comes back in, boys, but James Justin's done brilliant. I thought Derby were outstanding again.
You look at it, and you think to yourself, if he put away that header the other week, then he's got 2 goals. Do you know what I mean? So he is snapping at the ankles. I said to you the other week, I think it's going to get to a point, if he keeps performing, it'll be a tactical decision where it's horses for courses.
Yeah, 100%.
So I think
they're very different players, aren't they? The strengths are very different. I think Justin is better defensively. I think Bogle is much better attacking wise. So yeah, horse of course, absolutely. Arsenal at home, you'd probably go Justin. Fulham at home, you could probably go Bogle. The one player that I think still when not missing Okafor, he's not quite hitting any heights at the moment, is he? Like, he's not finding final balls. He's getting himself in good positions most games. I don't think he did many times against Derby, but he's just not quite clicking at the moment.
No, it's not. No, it's not, mate. Okafor. It's not quite. It's not quite there, is it? On the Okafor. You know what? Funny at Derby, I had a young lad next to me, probably a young lad, early 20s, and he kept on referring to Okafor as comparing him to Rafinha. And I don't know why we do that, because he's a winger with flair. If you go in there with it, he's not going to do anything but disappoint. And he kept on saying, always talk about Okafor in the same breath as Rafinha. He's just not there like Rafinha. And I said to him, why do you keep comparing him to Rafinha? He's not going to be of that ilk. Let's compare him to a Ramazani and a Solomon, maybe. You know what I mean? Let's not compare him to the GOAT, who we all rate so highly.
I mean, right now, comparing to Aronson, Buonanotte, compare him to Nonto, that's where he is right now. And because system-wise, it seems to us almost we have to build it a little bit around Okafor because he's not that good at tracking his man. So, his attacking output isn't quite there at the moment. Supremely talented footballer. He just should be doing better.
Yeah, I can't get along with that. I can't get along with that, boys. You can compare Peter Andre to Frank Sinatra. They both sing songs, but one's in a totally different league to the other. Like,
100%.
But look on the Okafor
You're a
thing,
scale, isn't it? Like, head and shoulders.
on the Okafor thing, I think it's just end product, really, isn't it? I mean, he's direct. We like that he's direct. We didn't bring him in as a defensive winger. He's not known for that. He never will be that. So if you've scouted properly, you know that's not what you're buying. It's just the end product. He just needs to sharpen up his end product, and hopefully that just comes with time.
Yeah, exactly.
But he is a luxury, though, isn't he? He's a luxury
Yeah,
player because he's not going to track his man intently. He's not going to go in for second balls and try and, he's not going to press intently. So he is a luxury. So he's got to have end product. He's got to.
Yeah, yes. Let me just read this comment out, lads, because it's been mentioned a few times. If you don't know, sometimes I star comments for later on. I starred this Jamie for a bit later on, but I'll shout out now, mate. Please, can you give my son a shout out? He's got through Arsenal development and has been selected for trial. Get in there, lad, to trail for the first team. His name is Finlay, and he's a Leeds fan. That is class. Well done, Finlay. Keep making everybody in your family proud. We're proud, even as Leeds fans. That's fantastic news, that, Jamie. I'm sure you're dead proud of it.
That's a tough gig, Arsenal.
Very tough gig.
Yeah.
I tell you what, if he needs digs, Adam's your man. He's down that way.
I'm assuming he can just live with his dad. I mean, that's why I see it. But yeah,
but you've got 10, 12 bedrooms.
Oh yeah, no, I did forget. Yeah, you can use the pool.
You know what I mean?
If he needs a tennis court, he can come round. Yeah, game tennis. Yeah.
But no, seriously, Jamie, I'm sure you're dead proud of him, and that's brilliant. Let us know, mate, how he goes on. I'd love to know a bit more as he goes forward. That's class. Right then, boys, shall we call that quits on the derby game? Let me see if there's any. I like his new Italian top, says Pete, I assume. Does that mean you? We'll go with that. I tell you what, anything with the old school Adidas, is it trefoil logo?
Yeah.
And then anything retro I love, and I do love the Juve badge, mate. It's class.
Listen, we like to talk about footballing goats in this, right? This is not a Premier League, so we're not going to get too offended. Everyone knows this guy's a baller. This is from the Alessandro Del Piero collection.
Oh, what a player. What a player he was.
So this is the Del Piero collection. Got it last week. So yeah, buzzing to have it. Yeah.
Del Piero collection. That's class.
People of our age, though, you can name like that, like Italia 90 and Channel 4, Sarah. Like you can name 25 players. Everyone, what a baller! What a baller! Yeah,
mate. You know what it is? We once went down a little rabbit hole, us three on here, of talking about the Italian 90 side, right? Just one time, I think it was, and I have had like 2 or 3 messages since saying, "Remember that time you spoke about Italy? I absolutely loved it." And I'm like, "We did it one time, but like." Let's see, right? Let's have another little move here. Right? I'm going to name a player from that era. Then you are AG. Then you are Bossnass. It's going to come back to me and see who can't do it first. Batistuta.
Why are we doing this?
Just do it. I want to do it.
Why are we doing this to ourselves?
It's my show. Just do it.
Just name your favourite. Who's your favourite? Batistu's your favourite, is he? I bet he is.
Yeah.
Who's your favourite?
Batistuta and Del Piero. I was torn with them two.
Okay. Do you know my favourite of that era? Palmer, Thuram. I love Thuram. They were saying he was such a beast.
You don't pick a centre half. So Nesta,
I do.
So Maldini, they all want. You can't do it.
I love Desai at AC Milan as well. Like,
that's
just
boring though.
Monster players. I love that sort of.
Mine's a random one, boys. Mine's a random one. Mine's a random one, and I doubt. Listen, when I say this name, a lot of people go, "Who?" But it was a DM playing for Juventus back in the 90s, and it was called Alessio Tacchinardi. And he was just,
so
good. Yeah.
What? Yeah. No, mate. No. Totti, Del Piero.
Del Vecchio, strike partner that never got any praise at all, but it was class.
Nice, Maldini. Maldini. Fiorentina Nintendo shit was amazing. I got that as well. I got that on a dodgy site, a retro Fiorentina top. Bought in a double XL, size up because you're not sure it still doesn't fit. That's awful. Still doesn't fit. I still didn't fully pull it down because I'll have to get cut out of it. It's just not good. Del Piero was wow. Who's that? Baglatelli? Batigol. First time at Leeds. Hey up, JB. Thank you for tuning in. Jamie, thank you, boy. He loves this. No, I'm buzzing for you, mate. I'm absolutely buzzing. Right, how about him? He were a good one. This one, Signore. He were good.
Serie A was what the Premier League is today in the 90s. All the best players were there.
Yep.
Who scored the goal against Manchester? Which one? Channel 4, Sunday morning, 95. Yeah, man, that's where it was at. 221 people watching. Wow. Let's get those likes smashed for these three. Yeah, please like, please subscribe if you're new here. We're about to go into a quiz as well. My mate Priestley's waiting in the background. Roberto Baggio was class. Right then. Shevchenko, honestly, it's
Ballon d'Or winning Roberto Baggio.
Let's do a whole, not later Leeds, let's do a whole live at some stage on Italia 90.
I think we should. We should do.
Let's just do it.
Because that's not really done. That could go down an absolute storm.
I think so.
Absolutely.
I think so. 100%. Bremner's having a quick slash. Thanks for that, Bremner. Quick slash before the quiz. Thank you very much. And that Christian Vieri, what a baller.
Christian Vieri.
He what a beast.
Here's one for Adam. Here's one for Adam. Who's two players that are not associated really in people's minds with Juventus that did okay at Juventus before being absolute legends at Arsenal?
Ooh,
Vieira.
One.
Henri.
Yeah,
Easy.
yeah, there you go.
Oh, where? Right. I'm going to see if this works now. Let me see if I can do this. See if I'm getting better at this. Right. So it's time for defeat the. I'm trying to get my finger up pulse.
Go on, Graham Stoner, lad.
It's time for defeat the ladder. Here we. Oh, I almost did it wrong. Defeat the bloody ladder. Almost done it. Bring him on. We'll take it. We'll take it. I almost got there.
That wasn't bad.
Almost got there. And then also, there we go. There's a little background music like we're in dentist.
Before we start, then, Priestley favourite Italian 90 player.
I mean, I was seeing all the comments, and I can't believe nobody mentioned the only ever African Ballon d'Or winner.
Oh, yeah.
George Weah.
George Weah. I was going to say Etu. George Weah. What a player.
Can we just shove a timeout on the quiz to shout out Graham Stoner with the massive £20 super sticker?
I've literally just seen it, and my next comment after Duncan is Graham Stoner, 20 quid super sticker. Graham, thank you so much, mate. They'll be making me get beers in tomorrow, these lot. Thank you so much, Graham. Thank you to anyone supporting, whether it's super chats, liking, subscribing. Memberships are in the description if you want to be a member and join the WhatsApp group with the boys. Let me know. I aren't bothered. Thank you so much for everyone's support. This channel's popping off at the minute, and this show is my favourite one, so I hope you're enjoying it so far. Really appreciate it. Priestley, how the devil are you, handsome?
Tired.
Not handsome? But I expect him to say, I'm not handsome, but you are. Well, tired's fine, mate. It's been a long week, mate. How's work been?
It's been all right.
Who scored the goal against Man United, Michelle? Do you mean Italian player, or do you mean Jermaine Beckford? Or do you mean Aronson for Leeds recently? I don't know what you mean, Michelle.
No, it must be an Italian thing.
It must be. I'm not sure. Roger, morning, lads. Made it to Sydney, blowing a gale, protesting about being banned to protest, lol, living the dream. Well, I'm glad you made it. Thanks for your message. I hope you are good on the other side of the world, Roger. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Appreciate it. Hello, Quizmaster Priestley, says Richard. George Weah, Spurs top player. Right then, mate. I'm sure everyone's been for a whiz now, and we're ready to hit the quiz. Anybody who doesn't know, 10-question quiz. In fact, Bossnass or AG or Priestley. Tell us
Bossnass is better this.
Tell us the rules.
Bossnass do it.
Dot the i's, cross the t's.
Yeah, of course we've got like a bumper crowd in, which is awesome. The rules are simple, very, very simple. It's a 10-question quiz. You cannot get 2 questions in a row incorrect. Of course, that means you have failed. The only other thing you have to do is get question 10 correct. And the question, which is the hardest question, to defeat the ladder.
That's the one.
And these questions will be really good because I had plenty of notice to knock this quiz up.
Not really.
I was still writing questions as I was watching you talk about Derby.
Oh, brilliant. Brilliant.
Right then. So they'll start off easy and get progressively harder, or at least I'll try and bridge it that way.
Come on, boys.
Question number 1. Which of these Leeds United legends hasn't managed the club? Is it A, Alan Clark, B, Billy Bremner, C, Jack Charlton, or D, Eddie Gray?
But it's
Eddie
definitely
has.
not Eddie Gray.
Eddie has.
Billy has.
Billy Bremner has.
Yeah.
And who were other two?
Charlton and
Charlton and Clark.
I think
I'm
it's
edging
Charlton.
toward Charlton.
I think it's Charlton.
Charlton. Then that's that. Yeah, Charlton.
You locking in Charlton?
Lock it in. Big Jack has never
Lock
managed
it in.
Leeds United.
You are correct.
Come on. Ding dong. Come on. Right, start. Fuck you. Fuck you, Priestley. Fuck you.
Anytime you want, sunshine. Anytime you want.
Not again. It was awful last time. Come on. Oh, I love this, mate. I love this. Look how giddy I get. I'm like a fat kid in a sweet shop, and I've been in a few of them. Come on. Buzzing. Let's see what everyone was saying. You go on, next question, pal. I'll start whacking everyone's answers in. Can I play at home, Jim? You can. Answer away. Get it banged on here.
Yeah, anybody wants to pop an answer in chat, you're more than welcome. Let's see where we go from here. Ellen Road has 4 stands named after legends.
Oh.
Which one has the biggest capacity?
This is you all over, Matt. You're there every week, pal.
What was that again? Read it out again. Got a lot to.
Ellen Road has 4 stands, all named after legends.
Yep.
But which one has the biggest capacity?
What's the East Stand called?
East End's. It's the Charlton stand.
East. That's got to be it then.
It's got well.
Yeah.
Let's.
Surely
It's got to be. It's 2 tier.
Surely I won't go Jack Charlton 2 in a row, would I?
It's got to be. It's got to be.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be.
We'll lock it in.
Jack Charlton locked in.
Correct.
Come on.
Come
Come on.
Games obviously didn't work.
No, they didn't work. And now you've just got a headache.
Yeah.
Come on. Everyone in the chat, two for 2. That's good business for us. That's good business. We'll take that every day a week. The legendary Lurpak stand.
Lurpak stand, that's a throwback.
Charlton again, ole, ole. Charlton again, ole, ole. Come
I'll tell you
on.
something, if the answer to this is Charlton, this might blow your mind.
My tiny mind.
When was the last time we reached the semi-final of the domestic cup?
Jack Charlton, lock it in.
Jack Charlton's
Do
birthday.
you know something? That's correct.
Silly bastard, I believe you.
That's got. Surely that's the League Cup against Villa.
Are we not getting a multiple choice for this? What do you
We
think I
don't
am?
need it.
Give over. What to pull year at your ass? Are you joking me?
Can I ask a question, Priestley? It'd be a very nice little clue. Was it before I was born? And I was born in '87.
No.
No,
90s,
it
wasn't
wasn't.
it? No, 90s. wasn't it?
It's surely it's against Aston Villa in the League Cup. So I think it was a final we got to.
But what year?
I'm think 96.
AG, it's on you, is this one, mate?
Oh,
I
we've
think,
got
we just-
one.
I think let's give him his moment to shine because
I
we
ain't
got
got
the
a clue.
last one correct.
What's happening here?
I ain't got a clue.
Villa, 96, lock it in.
Got it Villa as well.
1996, locking it in.
No,
Yeah.
Locked in.
3 in a row.
Fuck off. Give over. Give over. How have you pulled that one out?
I just remember it's the first time I cried watching football.
Well, I'm looking at. I cried in '96, but it was England. I'm looking at comments here. A few have put 87, but most of them 96. A lot of 96s.
Yeah, 87 were last. We got to semi-finals at FA Cup.
Like
87,
96. All I remember is World Cup summer or Euro summer, whichever one.
Euro 96. Yeah.
Yeah, Euro 96. Yeah, that's
So
all
we
I remember.
lost 3-0 to Villa in final. Then is that what it was? Wow.
Savo Milosevic.
Savo Milosevic.
Oh, wow. Let me just quickly shout out 211 people in watching, 140 likes. So thank you so much for your support. Please, if you haven't liked already, please smash a like on the video. I'd love to get over 200 likes if possible on this show. Priestley, give us number 4, pal, because that's free for free, mate. We're in uncharted territory here. We're gonna smash it. We're gonna smash it to pieces, mate.
Which of the following players hasn't scored a cup-winning goal for us?
Jack Charlton.
Again, ole.
Yeah, I kind of wish I'd have put him down as one of the.
Right.
You've got Terry Cooper, Alan Clark, Peter Lorimer, or Mick Jones.
One of these hadn't.
One of these hasn't scored a cup-winning goal for Leeds United.
I'll be straight with you, boys. I don't know the answer to this question.
Surely, though, Sniffer Clark scored one.
I'd say Lorimer and Clark are most likely.
Yeah,
to
well,
score.
that'd be my.
I'm thinking when he said Cooper, I'm like, yeah, go him.
It's either him or Jones, I would say.
Yeah.
But
I agree
Mick
with
Jones, Big Mick Jones, what a ledge, wasn't he? I'm
Right, someone play me at rock, paper, scissors. Whoever, I'll take Cooper. Someone take Jones.
No, let me have Cooper because I say Cooper.
I'll have Jones. Right.
3, 2, 1.
Rock, paper,
scissors, shoot. Right, Jones. That was honestly that was the shittest game ever. But yeah, you won that one fair and square. Yeah. My paper had crayon.
So what we're going for?
Jones.
That was the worst game of rock paper scissors I've ever seen. And it was the most pointless as well because the answer's Peter Lorimer.
Oh. Boo.
Boo.
Oh, that's good. That is good.
Well, we weren't getting it right anyway, were we? So
we weren't, to be fair. We weren't.
Terry Cooper scored the winning goal in the League Cup final, 1968.
A big mix of answers there coming up low. A big mix of answers. How you doing, Eddie? Hope you're good, mate. Hope you're good, my pal. Yeah, Nige, you've got a couple wrong there, Nige. It's not like you. It's not like you. Cooper, surely. That's why I thought JB. Fair enough. Right, boys, let's go. We can't get this one wrong or it's game over.
No, we've got to get this right. Before we do this, have we got any lifelines this week?
Yes,
Priest?
ask the chat, Priestley. We can have a look in the chat because I don't look in the chat, as you can tell by my answers. Oh, God. Yeah, that's got to be a lifeline, hasn't it? We normally phone Priestley.
Yeah, I'll let you ask the chat.
I should have just said, can we ask Priestley for the answer?
Just have an A, B, C, D poll ready, locked and loaded.
Oh, I shouldn't have, but that's just asking for too much. I've got enough to do, mate. All right.
Chill out.
You know what Theo gets it from, don't you? Oh, come on then.
Fucking hell.
I'm trying to figure out which one's easy because I want this to continue. I'm trying to figure out which one's the easiest one. Right. A little bit different, this one.
Yeah, we like different.
Guess the player from their career path.
Ooh,
I love these. I love these.
So you've got, and this is first team to last team. Lincoln, Newcastle, Coventry, Leeds, Man City, Norwich, and San Jose Earthquakes.
Oh, mate, what are we talking here?
Hang on, we've got to concentrate on Leeds to Man City here.
Yeah, well, what's the one? What's the
Leeds,
Man City? What's the two beforehand?
Coventry. He signed from Coventry.
So Newcastle to Coventry, Coventry to Leeds, Leeds to Man City.
So we've got to just concentrate on Coventry, Leeds, Man City. Who did we get from Coventry and flogged?
Would you like a clue?
Huckabee come from Coventry?
You'd like a clue?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Best clue to give.
The only one I can think from Coventry is Huckabee and Robbie Keane, but I can't remember even going to City. That's what's plugging my head.
Okay, well here's a clue for you. It's one of those two players.
But the only thing I've got with Huckabee is I've got Norwich.
But it must be Huckabee because Keane went into Milan. I think we got Keane from Inter Milan.
Huckabee did play for Norwich, but I can't remember Huckabee.
No, it's Huckabee because Keane went to Spurs as well. It's Huckabee.
Just stop a second. Did Darren Huckabee never play for Norwich?
It's Huckabee.
He played for Norwich. Yeah, he played for Norwich. Huckabee played for Norwich.
Right, say that list of clubs again.
No, it's Huckabee.
I just can't remember him ever playing for City.
No,
but if we've got his full career and Norwich isn't in it, it's not Darren Huckabee.
Yeah, but
Norwich isn't it though.
Keane went to Inter Milan and he went to Spurs as well, and they're not in there.
Yeah, it's Look at him. It's Huckabee.
We'll go Huckabee then.
It's Huckabee because it is.
The answer is Robbie Keane. No, I'm joking. It's Huckabee.
Ah, you stop it. Come on. Come on. Oh, you had me
Darren
worried
Huckabee
then.
never played for Norwich.
Yeah, he did.
He plays for Norwich, yeah?
Norwich was on the list I gave you.
All right, fair enough.
That's what confused me. He kept on saying it. I'm like, hey, up, Robbo. He kept on saying it. I'm like, yeah, he said it.
He kept saying if
Huckabee.
Norwich isn't on that list, then it's not Huckabee. And it's like, well, Norwich is on the list.
What were throwing me out were the Man City. But then again, Man City back in those days weren't the Man City of now.
Yeah.
You know what? On those, I could do like 2 hours of those questions. I love those career path questions.
Oh, they're amazing, aren't they?
Yeah.
Then you'll see like random teams in America and in Australia. Not have a clue.
Why did no one stop me then and just go? Priestley has said he's played for Huckabee.
I was trying to.
tried to.
Hold on. You're very forceful when you want to be.
Nobody tried hard enough.
Well, we can't stop you. You're a forceful guy.
Have you seen me? I can barely spell my own name, mate. Like, I was trying my best.
I was sat there like, have I got Norwich written down on this list?
I was trying my best, mate. Like, I really was trying them, but yeah. Go on, Priestley. We're back in the game now, lads. We can afford to get one wrong. We're back in the game.
Who scored? Then this is league games only. Who scored the first and last goals of the Bielsa reign?
Fuston, lads,
Click.
off my head, click.
Click.
Last game, I actually think Ben White. No, that was last season, wasn't it? So we got beat his last game. We got beat 4 or 5-0 against Tottenham, didn't we?
Doesn't help.
His last game, but before that, I couldn't tell you.
Great info.
It was just a comment. I don't think anybody else heard it. That was great.
I can't tell you who scored the last goal under Bielsa. I can't.
We are looking for 2 players, aren't we?
Or is it the same player? Is it the same player or 2 players?
It's 2 players.
Yeah, so Click scored the first one. I know that for a fact.
Click is correct, yeah.
The last one,
Can we have the game?
I bet you can't remember, can you? What I researched it, will you?
Don't. Of course, I researched it.
No, he doesn't. If you don't know
need
it,
to.
you don't have to say
No,
it. If you
I
don't know
know
it.
the game. I know the game.
No, if you don't know it, you don't have to tell us. It's fine.
No, because like Matt said, I knew Bielsa's last game was a 4-0 defeat. So I had to go back a couple of games where we got beat 6-0 by Liverpool.
Oof.
And the game before that, we lost 4-2 at home to them lot across the Pennines.
Well, Rodrigo then. Rodrigo Moreno.
Yeah, it must be. It must
He scored 2 in that game, didn't he? Went 2-0 down to 2-all.
He came back.
Yeah. Click Rodrigo Moreno. Thank you very much, Priestley. You handsome hunky man.
Locking it in?
Locking it in, mate, with a key and swallowing the bastard.
Incorrect.
Incorrect.
Yep.
Oh.
Rodrigo scored the first goal.
Oh no, mate! I'm just getting that key back out.
No, it's gone now, mate. You're gonna have to wait a couple of days.
Who scored it?
Rafinha.
Oh, good old Rafa, bastard!
Do
Oh,
you know that broke my heart? Did that? You were so confident.
I'm well confident.
I actually wish it was Rodrigo.
I tell you what, loads of people putting Click and Cooper down. Rafinha, well done, Craig. Rafinha got it. Harrison and Stroud. Rafinha, Duncan, Mike. You buggers.
Yeah, because Rodrigo scored that goal that definitely wasn't a cross. And then Rafinha tapped it in from 2 yards out.
Right, Priestley, I don't understand how your memory is so photographic. It's mental.
It's what I do.
It's what I do.
I mean, let's be honest. If there was a god of Leeds United-based trivia, it'd probably be Stats. But I'm not far off.
You're not far off, to be fair. Stat Stolton's class of what he does, mate, but you don't get enough credit for this stuff, you lad. You know.
Listen. If I was a bookies, I would have him favourite, but I wouldn't have him outlandishly in front of you.
Oh, I would.
No, I won't actually.
I would. Stats is immense.
Yeah,
Not
but-
what I've seen from you.
You need a nickname. That's what you need.
To be fair,
I've got one. The Oracle.
no. Well, like Johnny's put here, Priestley knows his onions. How about Priestley the Onion?
No.
Just call him onions. Just onions.
We'll call him onions. You got many layers. Many layers.
Let's call him onions. Completely out of
And
context.
to be fair, I make a lot of people cry.
Next week,
Perfect.
a welcome to who the hell is in Onions Bunions? You know that's going to be dropped next week. Welcome to the premiere of Onions Bunions. Priestley in some stiletto heels with a nice bunion sticking out. There we go.
Right, okay then.
The
Question 7. What do these 4 players, what do these 4 ex-Leeds players all have in common?
The men.
And I won't accept they all played for Leeds as an answer.
You should do.
You've got Kasper Schmeichel, David Seaman, David Batty, and Dennis Irwin.
So they all have something in common?
They've all got something in common.
Oh, well, we're out on this one, boys. There's no way we're getting that. I don't read comments, yeah, but it's just flagged up at bottom. They were all shit. Oh, well done, Graham. I love that, mate. I love that.
That's blasphemy about David Batty, by the way.
Right, so, wait a sec, right. So, who what first one?
So you've got Kasper Schmeichel, David Seaman,
Yep,
David Batty,
yep.
and Dennis Irwin.
What I'll say, boys, is one thing that stands out. They've all won Premier League. Batty won it at Blackburn. Seaman won it. Kasper Schmeichel won it at Leicester. And Dennis Irwin won it at Scum. They've all won Premier League.
Right, that's something we've got in they've got in common. So if that's the case, and we lock that in, if it's not the answer that Priestley's got written down, we get a second chance at it.
Because they all won the Premier League.
Whoa.
They all
in the wheel.
Hold on. They all played at Leeds when they were younger.
I was going to say,
and won a title as they got old. Like, I don't know how to say it.
Oh,
but
yeah,
they won a
that's
title.
has got anything to do with the academy?
They didn't go
Is it all to do with the academy?
No.
I
What?
think, Priestley, the answer is they all won a Premier League title after playing for Leeds, or
That's
they all
very
just
good.
won a Premier League title.
Yeah,
That's
we'll
very
go with
good.
that one.
Genuinely, when they all have won a title, but I don't know if that's what you're looking for. If it ain't, you a dick. Come on, Mr. Priest.
Is that
Man of
what
many
you're
layers.
locking in?
I think
yeah,
so.
but they've got loads in common. You know, they've all drunk tap water before. They've all bathed.
Obviously, it's got to be football related, you melon.
Well, they've all played football. You know,
The answer is they all won the Premier League after leaving Leeds.
Get in. Would you have taken they've all won the Premier League? Would that have been okay as well, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
The overriding answer is they've all won the Premier League. So.
But that's the best answer of the night. Just they were all shit. And they weren't actually. David Seaman were class. Full of spunk. Absolutely class.
I don't think anyone was shit, to be fair.
David
Oh,
Batty
my
was class. I don't care what anybody says.
Oh, David Batty. Oh, mate. Unreal player. Unreal. You know what I love about David Batty? He basically said, I love playing football. My teammates, that's all you'll ever be. You're not going to be my best mate. So once I finish, you'll never hear from me again. And he's just done it. What a guy, David Batty is.
Everyone has that as well. Everyone's worked somewhere where they just don't mix outside of work at all.
I get that feeling about someone.
Yeah. You just don't think of that in football, but yeah, I'm done, boys. See you later.
Okay, then. So,
Right on, my mate.
Question
Go on then,
8. So you got that last one right, which means that you can now get 2 wrong. Oh, you can get 1 wrong, sorry. Who is the oldest goal scorer for Leeds?
We had,
You got a brainwave there, Adam.
no, we had it the other week, didn't we? We had the difference between the youngest and oldest.
Yeah, but has that oldest player scored?
Oh crap!
Player.
It wasn't that scoring, was it?
The oldest player score for Leeds.
Was 41. The oldest player for Leeds was 41, but did he score?
He didn't score. Is it a proper old school player, Priestley? Just give us that, just a little clue.
It is someone that is very well known.
But is it an old player?
From the Revy era.
I'd say Lorimer. Scored goals, played to Liverpool. I'd say Lorimer. Could even be, if it wasn't the fact that Big Jack has been said 74 times today, I'd say him because he played like 600 games for us, didn't he?
I'm a big fan of that. I'm a big fan of the Jack Charlton answer.
But yeah, I just don't think he's going to put that in again. I'm here, lads. I'm going to go Lorimer. I'm going to lock Lorimer in with this one. Just a gut feeling, unless you've got all better. Hey, Big Jack. He'd be laughing at that one.
My thing is, if in doubt, just go with Matt Heath, so I'm willing to stick with that.
Do we lose if we get this one wrong?
That's a terrible strategy.
No, right. I go Lorimer. Lorimer, if it's Revy. Lock in Lorimer.
The answer is Peter Lorimer.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. Boom! In the onion bag. Peel off another layer, Priestley. Come on, show us what's under that shirt, lad. Come on. Oh, my word. You can tell it's Friday. You can tell I've had a McDonald's routine. You can tell I'm off the football tomorrow. I'm very happy.
What
Come
did
on,
you have
mate.
from McDonald's? What was your McDonald's of choice?
A Big Mac meal.
Oh. What drink?
Coke. I had to pay 30p extra because I like sugar because I'm a,
Oh, yeah. I can't have Diet Coke.
Yeah, sod that. Nah,
Nah,
not
it's
for me, that.
rubbish.
Not for me, that.
Yeah, I hate it, boys. It's crap, isn't it? Terrible.
Oh, mate. Come
Oh,
on.
that's
That's
annoying.
full of sugar makes a medicine.
I've just realised I wrote 11 questions down. I don't know what we're going to ask. I was going to ask, but I can't now. So I'll save that for next week.
Yeah, I'm buzzing you watching tonight, Dan. Absolutely buzzing you watching tonight, mate. That's little Reggie's dad. Watching for the first time after meeting him on the coach. So, yeah, got his answer right as well.
Right, question 9.
Steve Evans.
When Leeds won the last Fairs Cup in 1971, they had a playoff with the first winners to decide who kept it permanently. Who did we play?
No idea.
Please
What?
read that again, mate. Please. I'm trying to get a fruit chat.
When Leeds won the last Fairs Cup in 1971,
Oh, my word.
they had a playoff with the first winners to decide who kept it permanently. Who did we play in that
The
playoff?
first ever winners of the Fairs Cup.
The Fairs Cup.
I reckon. Let's think it's decent sides in the 70s.
We're
Did you
done,
play-
boys. We aren't getting this. No,
Did you-
no.
did you play
Matt,
yourself?
you're not understanding. We're having to find who was the first ever team to win the Fairs Cup, because we had a playoff against them. When did the Fairs Cup start?
It's question
That ain't
9,
fair.
right?
Yeah.
Question 9, yeah.
Yeah, so we can get it wrong. Doesn't
I
matter.
can get it wrong.
I'm
Yeah,
going to
but
go,
I'd like
lads.
you to at least try and get it right.
Off the bat, I'm going to go the red side of Liverpool. Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Do you want me to give you the year?
Yes.
The first one was in the 50s.
Oh,
I'm going to go.
57, I think it was.
Let's say Juve.
We definitely played Leeds in the final of the Fairs Cup. But I don't
know, mate.
they definitely didn't. I'm sure. I don't think they won the first ever Fairs Cup. I'd go German side like Bayern Munich, but whatever, just go whatever you want.
I don't know. Then I thought, yeah. If you
I
told
don't
me
know
what
German.
I ain't got
In
a
the
clue.
50s. Inter. No. Real Madrid. Final answer. Lock it in.
Real Madrid. No chance.
Real Madrid. So I have actually seen this Fairs Cup because it is on display in the trophy cabinet at the new camp, Barcelona.
Oh,
Hey,
You hit the
I didn't
post
got
there.
closer than either of you two.
you hit the post. You hit the post. Fair play, man. Hey, I tell you what, I was way off with that, me. Like Standard Liège. Look at all these names here. I was way off. Liverpool.
I mean, technically the first winners were a Barcelona 11 against a London 11, but then Barcelona won it the year after. So
Fair play to anyone who got that right. I tell you.
This is it. Question
Honestly,
10.
Eddie, you're just as bloody good as the Priestley
The
onion
onion.
over here.
Could you imagine them two in a pub quiz?
I've forgotten already, Dan. I've forgotten already.
I mean, Leeds related. I don't know. Otherwise, I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, but I mean, in a Leeds United quiz, in a pub quiz, Eddie and Priestley.
Oh,
Mental.
oh, we clean up.
it'd be class. It'd be class. It really would.
Right then, question 10. Here we go.
I'll get it right.
There, this is to win. This is to beat the ladder. Everyone in chat. This is a big moment. I go off my nut when we beat ladder.
So
Come on.
I had a look at the list of the top 20 Premier League goal scorers for Leeds United. There are 2 defenders on that list. Name them.
Repeat the question, please, Priestley.
Fucking hell.
So the top 20 Premier League goal scorers for Leeds United, there are 2 defenders on that list in the top 20.
Right, boys. Straight
Name
off the bat, boys. Right. Ian Hart's one of them.
Yeah, that's the first
great
one.
shout.
100%
Great
penalties,
shout.
free kicks. Ian Hart's one of them, and it's Premier League, so it isn't a review. It is Premier League, so it's mid-90s onwards. Yeah. Right. So let's think of.
Well, early 90s. David Weatherall I thought he scored a few.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
Okay.
Not for me. So, weirdly, I know this is really recent and it depends where he plays, but with Dallas known as a left back because he scored quite a few over a few seasons.
Surely.
No, he was just a Stanley Swiss Army knife, wasn't he? I don't know.
But I bet he scored 15 goals.
Yeah, but Priestley can't.
Can we ask that? Surely that's a fair question to ask the Oracle. Is Dallas as a defender in this scenario?
Or are you talking proper out and out defenders? That doesn't.
I'm talking proper out and out defenders.
Right.
I always seem to remember.
Although Dallas did have a stint at left back and maybe right back.
But we're talking about someone who predominantly won a.
Yeah. Dallas wasn't predominantly a defender; he was more of a midfielder.
I seem to remember that partnership would get Ferdinand from corners, headers, and stuff like that.
I don't think they scored any.
It's such a hard
well,
one, right? It's such a hard one because I think everybody would say Art's definitely one of them, yeah. Gary Kelly didn't score many. Mills didn't score many. Ayling got a few. I know it sounds bad when it's recent. Ayling got a few. I mean, Ayling could have had, 8 goals for Leeds? 6, 7, yeah.
5,
Cooper? Could he have got 5 or 6, Liam Cooper?
He scored in his time.
Do you know what, though? Do you know what you're not thinking, right? Longest time. So Premier League comes in 91. We leave it in 2003, 2002, wherever it was. So in that time, there's a lot of years there. That's the block of years. So what defender scored the most goals in that time?
We never had a defender on penalties, did we?
No, not in that time.
Just Ian Hart. That was the only one I can think. I'm blagged now because I've got a feeling it's going to be a 90s player because you've got to think we spent a lot of time outside Premier League. So it's either Cooper and Ayling for me or someone in 90s because I don't think the O'Leary years, I don't think I'm giving anyone.
Am I on mute?
No, you're not. I wish you
literally what I just said.
Yeah.
Mate, I've got a lot going on in my head, mate. You know what I mean? Got a lot going on in my head. Right, I'll tell you what. It's not David Weatherall. I'm not giving you that. It's not him. I just don't think it is.
He scored a few.
I think I don't know. If anything that you said, I would say Ayling out of the ones you said. I still stand on that. I think Woodgate and Ferdinand scored some goals.
I don't. Ferdinand only played 18 months. Ferdinand didn't score more than a couple at best.
Robert Molyneux.
No. Right, boys, we'll have to look. We're nearly an hour now, boys.
All right, go. Well, I would go. Right. You go Ayling. I'll go Weatherall.
Can we just, no, boys? No, this is important. Can we not rush this? What about Alioski?
Oh shit!
Are you counting Alioski as a defender?
Yeah.
Oh, now.
Oof. Oh, no. Has he squeezed into the top 20? Seriously?
That's only be 3 or 4, though, isn't it? But maybe that's enough. Is that enough to be in top 20?
I'd say Alioski scored more than Ayling, and I was about to say Ayling, boys. Mate, Ian Hart and Alioski. Let's fucking lock it in.
Oh, no, can we not rush this?
Oh. We haven't rushed it, mate. We started this on Wednesday. Come on, let's go for it. It's 219 people waiting on us answers.
We'll go with what are you saying? Alioski and Hart? Because
fucking hell.
I'm going to leave it to you. If in doubt, go with Matty. That's my mantra.
I think it's Ayling, Mo.
I'm saying David Weatherall.
Oh, mate. Right, Priestley. Let's create some suspense. First answer, Ian Hart, correct or wrong?
Correct. Obviously.
Second answer, has he been mentioned?
Now that would be unfair.
Oh, come on.
I can neither confirm nor deny the player has been mentioned.
Right, boys, it's either Weatherall, Ayling, or Alioski. It's got to be. I still think
Woodgate in there. I would put Woodgate in there.
He's one of us, right? So we've got Weatherall, Ayling, Woodgate. He's one of them answers, right?
I'm not giving you any clues for the last answer.
Right, boys. No mess around now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Locking it in. Luke Ayling. Locked in. Luke Ayling.
So the first one was Ian Hart. You are correct. The other defender in 20th place with 12 goals, David Weatherall.
Oh, God! Oh, no!
Oh, man, I couldn't look at the screen because I could just see Adam doing his fucking nut.
AG has left the chat.
Oh, fucking hell.
I'm just like that. We've been defeated by the man.
Oh no, that's an hard one to go over. That's an hard one to deal with.
That right there, right, is the end forever of defeat. Oh, boys. Adam, I'm sorry, dude. Just remember, we win fuck all for winning it. Oh, but you've got bragging rights now, AG. 12 goals.
Adam, I couldn't watch it because I could just see you doing your nut that you knew the right answer, but nobody was listening.
Oh, my word. Let's see what everyone said in chat. Everyone got heart. Yeah, Kelly didn't get enough for me. I would never thought that.
I was banking on you getting heart pretty easily, but it was the other one I thought you struggled. Because I was shocked when I saw Weatherall's name pop up.
There you go.
Weatherall.
From Rab. Look at that. Hart and Weatherall.
Oh,
Hart and Weatherall. Emmett. Ailing not in Prem. Ailing not in premise. I tell you what, he scored a few. He scored a banger against Scum, but yeah, I suppose if you had to start adding up his championship goals too. Bridges, yeah, from right back. Uncle and nephew. Johnny, yeah, who was that? Ian Hart and
Kelly.
In it. Well, oh mate, honestly, I'm gutted with that. I hope everyone enjoyed that anyway. Priestley coming on doing that. It's 200 people still watching us. Go mental little quiz. That was really, really good quiz, that Priest. Actually, probably one of the best set of questions, boys, we've had.
Yeah,
that was right up. That was top tier eliteness, that Priestley the Onion. That was absolutely class.
Imagine what I can do with more than 2 hours' notice.
Loving Priest as yours, says Richard. Nah, honestly, that was really good. Mel Stillen scored a good 50-16, but not in the Prem, says Bremner Ghost. We haven't got all day. I know, tell me about it. We were here all day. Oh, I hope everyone enjoyed. Let us know what chat you enjoyed that.
Boss Lass like, we're not rushing.
I've never won the ladder.
Oh,
and you shall continue to not do so.
Let us know if you enjoyed that, everyone in chat. That went on longer than normal, but honestly, that was probably my favourite quiz.
That was a great level.
That was brilliant. That was brilliant.
Honestly, that's one of my favourite endings to one of the quizzes ever.
The only thing we need to do, boys, you know where it says Priestley host on this layout? We needed to either change it to the Oracle or the Onion.
The Onion, yeah. The Onion.
And that will be a poll in the chat.
Also, do you know the only reason I let you include Alioski as a defender is because I knew he wasn't the answer.
Oh, that was good. I right enjoyed that. That was class. Everyone's saying they loved it in chat as well. Bremner Ghost loved it, says Rich. Proper quiz. Love this. No offense, Bossnass. Priestley needs to tour his quiz. Cracking quiz. Yeah, thanks so much. Right, we've got lots still to get into. Got plenty of bits to go. Priestley, love you. Thanks so much. That was banging.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Fuck off. Bye, mate. Love you. Bye, mate. Well done, mate. Well done. Here, boys, that was class. That was absolutely class. All right, enjoyed that one. So let me just change this before you say, oh, here we go. And we are back in the room. Oh, almost. That was brilliant, that. Absolutely brilliant. Right then, boys.
It'd been better if we listened to AG, to be honest.
Oh, I'm wounded. I'm wounded. Absolutely wounded.
I had some good answers in that, to be fair. 96, Dave Weatherall. That's some good stuff.
You did well. You did really well. That was really good, that.
Yeah.
Right then, boys. Before we move on to, obviously, we're going to preview Fulham at some point, if we get a chance, if we're not already playing Fulham by the time the show ends. Let's have a quick chat. I just want to have a quick chat now, boys, about Buonanotte coming in on loan, Harrison going to Fiorentina, Strand Larsen chat, Pirro chat. There's a lot going on. It seems like everything's sort of happening now at Leeds in terms of, January's finally getting into action, which is what we've been waiting for. We've been waiting for Leeds to spring into action. Not quite sure if they would, boys. I'll be honest. We know we need 2 or 3. I think a lot of people were sort of thinking we may get none. That's not the case now, and we've brought in a player that we wanted in the summer who chose to go to Chelsea, and rightly so. I think at that time, I don't blame him for that, like some people have said. I don't go along with that rhetoric. But just to start on Buonanotte off both of you, because I've not really got your opinion on it. Top draw signing till end of season for Leeds. Elevates the squad. The missing piece that we didn't have in the summer. Would you agree? Oh, jump in, whoever.
Yeah, 100%. I totally agree. Look, we were trying to get him in the summer. I was excited for the signing then. I'm excited for the signing now. I just hope he beds in quickly. He only really knows James Justin in the dressing room, so I hope he can seamlessly get into that. Apparently, it's one of the nicest dressing rooms in football, according to the people in it. That shouldn't be an issue yet. And we've finally got someone in that's a chance creator. Yes, he can score goals, but he's a chance creator. He's got the vision to play a ball in between centre backs. He's got that technical ability where the ball just looks like it's super glued to his foot. He has a nice delivery from wide. He just causes all sorts of problems. He can occupy defenders while other people do the damage. He's just an offensively technical good player. He's probably, I'll say this, he's probably above the level of where we are as a team. I would say. I think he could comfortably go and play in in Europe. Whether
Technically, Bossnass is probably our best player. Technically,
yeah. It is a bit outlandish to say. Well, it feels outlandish because all the boys are doing so well.
It does.
We have got some good technical players in there, but you look at players like your Anton Stack. I'd even say Ethan Ampadu. Technically, I rate him, but you are kind of. It's just exciting, isn't it? What it boils down to, it's exciting to have players like Oliver coming into the club.
100%, boys. And Adam, as you can see there, the amount of people talking about Pablo in the same breath, it feels like that sort of player, that talent that can unlock a defence when we're up against it, and we haven't been able to do it. And we've seen that for a long time. Under Farker, we've had moments we haven't been able to get through a low block. Not that we see that much now in the Premier League, but sometimes there'll be certain games, Adam, where it's not quite happening, and he gives us something different.
I think that's absolutely it. I think we in the Premier League, there's not going to be a lot of low blocks against us. It's not going to be about unlocking defences, but what he can do, he can do that. And if anyone, if we do need to break down a block in the last 3 minutes because the team's one goal up, whatever.
Yeah.
But what he is really good at as well, he's really good at pressing. He's really good off the ball, and he carries the ball really well. And that's what we've been doing well lately. And I think he'll fit in really well. And what I'm really, really excited about is the fact he can take corners on the right, and that can be an in-swinger because he's left-footed.
Yeah.
Stack on the left, him on the right. I think that make a mass. In-swinger corners are such a.
I've not heard anybody say that, Adam, and it's such a simple. That is such a great point. If he can deliver a stack sort of ball, but from that side with different technique, it'd be brilliant. That
years of Arsenal do it. Saka on the right, Rice on the left, all in swingers. Put it in 6-yard box. Get your bodies in there. And I think 3 big centre backs, big striker and Stack. Of course, Stack can go in the box as well. I think he brings something completely different. Means we can play slightly differently. He's different profiles to anything we've got. And ultimately as well, he's really, really talented. So I think it's a really, really good signing. I think he'll need 3 or 4 games to settle in and find his spot and find the way we're going to play with him. But he fits into our squad really well and won't change the way we play. It just gives an extra option as an attacking player.
Do you know what's important to me as well? And it's not necessarily about the actual player and how he plays. It's how I think the outside perception of this football team is now changing. Like the respect level, I didn't think, especially when we was in the bottom, when we was really in the bottom mix, we wouldn't have been, if we were still in that position, we wouldn't be able to attract players like that now. I just think the perception of this team is changing. I think the perception of the manager's changing. Getting players in like this, if we do get like a Strand Larsen in, which we'll get onto in a bit, but if we can just keep adding quality and start losing the deadwood, we can cut loose in this second half of the season.
I agree. Yeah. Let's be fair, lads. I'm sure we'd all agree. If we had no injuries, and I say this all the time, I think we're fine anyway with the 8-point buffer. It's the unknown going into the last few months of the season. If we do shut up shop and don't bring in certain players, if we do get a DCL breakdown, if we do have a Goodmanson breakdown, there's still massive holes there underneath that. I'm more surprised that we've gone out there and brought in a player of that caliber, because I kind of look at the side and think we probably just, in my ideal lab, we need sort of like squad players who are just underneath starters, but pushing the starters, in my opinion. For me, I didn't look at Strand Larsen as an option. I were looking at Leeds might go get a Callum Wilson. And if he replaces Pinto, I'm happy with that as third choice striker. He's okay. I'm looking at left back. Can we bring in somebody to push Goodmanson, but maybe not as good as Goodmanson, but someone who's in there if need be? Harrison Burrows out at Sheffield United, maybe he'd come in for cheap. Looking at that sort of option, all of a sudden, Leeds are looking in the market of actually, no, we're bringing in first teamers, boys, and let them find that position. And I didn't expect that, and I'm sure a lot of us didn't, because moving on, obviously, Buonanotte comes in. Harrison's gone out. That is an upgrade instantly. And I know different players to a degree, both left-footed players, but predominantly Harrison's at left. When not comes off the right, we all know we've wanted a player that cuts in off the right with a left foot who can play central and can play out wide. Tick, tick, tick. And then you've got Harrison going out, high wages, finally gone out on loan with an option, 7 million euros, £6 million poundish.
He'll be back.
I think the option, boys, probably means he comes back to Leeds, unfortunately. But let's hope he goes there and does well. But Strand Larsen now the big one. It looks like Leeds are after Strand Larsen. He come out today. Ornstein's reported it. He don't report much if it's not right and accurate to a degree. It probably hinges, though, boys, I don't know if you agree, on Pirro being persuaded to move out. And we spoke a little bit before we came on air, didn't we, Bossnass? And you're very much of the opinion that maybe, there's all these sides maybe rumoured to be going to. I'd like maybe it to be part of the Wolves deal. And you're like, mate, if PSV are interested, get that one done. For me, that's the one he probably would be up for going to. But Bossnass, speak to me about the Strand Larsen and Pirro sort of shenanigans. Are you surprised even looking at him? It's a possibility.
On the Pirro thing, like, I think it's very difficult to ask a player that's been top scorer in the Championship, come up with a team, not really been given too much of a chance, to then go, do you mind going to a team which is definitely getting relegated as part of a deal to help us prosper and move on? I think you really want to do the best for your player. I'd rather build relationships with the boardroom of PSV as well than Wolves at this stage. Let's get, relationship building is important in football. I think it's a better move for him. That I think he suits the league. I think, if he was going to stay in the Premier League, there would have been more links to better teams than Wolves, who were just looking for the Championship top goal scorer, really preparing for next year. Yeah, I think if he is to go, I'm not saying he won't go to Wolves. I'm just saying it's not an attractive option for him at this minute. But to be good in the transfer market, you've not only got to be good at buying, you've got to be good at selling as well. I was so happy with the Harrison deal. Look, I don't fancy Fiorentina to buy him. I don't understand why they've done it. They will understand that, but they've already got Mana Solomon there playing. Well, not even playing. He's on the bench at the minute. They've got another first-team option above Solomon. So then he comes in probably beneath. So he's like third choice, unless they see him differently. But yeah, that's kind of how I look at it at the minute.
Yeah.
Pirro, I think, will end up, especially with Keith. We seem to be like Graham was saying earlier inside London Road, which I've watched about 4 times. Graham was saying, like, striker's the one we want. That's the role. We're looking at opportunities in the market, what comes up, but the striker is the one they're targeting them and the most, because I think they are worried if DCL does get, Touchwood does get injured, then that there isn't a lot of backup there. And Nemecha is talented, etc. But Nemecha running, playing 10 games in a row, I think leading the line by himself wouldn't be ideal. Obviously, Strand Larsen's a massive target, though, isn't he? Like that's a real like
statement.
Yeah, massively so. Like people on like social media go, "Oh yeah, he's not very good. I don't, he's not scored many goals this season." But if DCL was at Wolves this season, he'd have the same output. They're such a poor 100%. Side.
If Haaland were there, mate, he'd have a similar output.
Haaland would probably have 3 goals, 4 goals. You know what I mean? Like, he'd find some sort of way. But in general, nothing like the output. So don't worry about that. 14, 13 goals last season, 13, 14 goals Celta Vigo in La Liga the season before. Yep. Like, he's a all-round player, hold-up play, good and great touch. Like, he's a really talented footballer. And then the option of, it's get too far ahead of himself, but the option of him or DCL and then playing together as well, that's massive. One of them is back up, one of them playing together, huge.
Larsen comes in, is he number 1 striker or in DCL 2? Or
I think Larsen's probably a better player. I know it's a big statement. DCL's doing really well, but I think Larsen is a better player. And also, when this window started, I was like, Legion looked to just get players in like Boynate till the end of the season, just to get us through. Or if an opportunity arises, can they do that deal? Like they did with the idea really was with Rutter, that sees us that buy a player in January that is for the future, like they do in the summer, 3, 4, 5 years as well. And Larsen was obviously be that. But I'm sorry, I'll say about Pro as well quickly. I think Pro, if the opportunity comes up to get a striker in, I think someone in the Championship will that's top end will go from the end of the season, like Archer or nearly did Archer, will go for him at the end of the window with an obligation to buy. I think if they're promoting, it'll probably be nigh on 20 million, I'd imagine. So I think there's a really good deal to be done with Perot as well.
That'll be unreal. That'll
Yeah.
be unreal.
On that, because Newcastle were looking at Strand Larsen for 50 million in the summer.
Yep.
Yeah.
That tells you a lot of what you need to know, because look, Newcastle are a upward looking club. They want Champions League frequently, or if not every season, and he was projected to go there 50 million. Wolves decided to hold on to him whilst shipping out loads of quality, because they thought this kid will single-handedly keep us in this league.
Yeah, 100%.
That tells you what kind of a talent this kid is. And I think that in their position, it's not nice to say this, but sometimes you have to take advantage of other people's unfortunate situations. It's cutthroat, it's not nice, but we've had it done to us.
Yeah, all the time. Yeah.
So if we can find the room, a bit of creative bookkeeping to find the room, take advantage of it. I think he's a striker that has a long and very good career at Leeds United, and we love our Norwegian players, don't we?
Yeah, we do, mate. 100%. Rich history of that. It's a mad one, because this for me would show a ruthless side to Leeds United that we haven't seen recently. And you look at that, and I'm quite guilty of it at times, sentimental FC and all that. I have my moments. I looked at the Buonanotte signing and thought DCL will be over the moon. We've signed Buonanotte. I look at the Strand Larsen deal and think DCL will be gutted with signed Strand Larsen, because that's direct competition. I know players want to play with better players, but that's a little bit too similar, and probably a better version, potentially with a higher ceiling, right? You look at that and it pushes him. Don't get me wrong, it pushes him. But I think DCL's quite happy being main guy, back in his body, back in himself, knowing that Metchen and Pirot are behind him. All of a sudden, Strand Larsen comes in, but again, it pushes it to be better. It pushes it to improve. But I do think, could you see two up top? Because I don't think if we bring Strand Larsen, he'll be a bench option. Maybe he will be for a few games, but I also don't think if DCL continues like he's, you can put him on bench and swap him out. So we've seen Metchen and DCL work as a two up top. And Metchen, I like him. I rate him to a degree. But Strand Larsen and DCL up top, boys, wow.
Well, if you get Strand Larsen, and you've brought in Buonanotte, the obvious temptation is to play a 4-4-2 diamond and just go for it.
Yeah,
because you can put both players in, but I don't mind having a competition. DCL is a serious footballer. He has serious ambitions. He wants to play for England again. If that's what you want, then you have to play for a serious football club. And I want Leeds United to be considered by all those around us a serious football club again. How do you do that? By being ruthless, making the signings, climbing the league, and showing some ambition, and signing Strand Larsen ticks all of those boxes.
And Bossnass, if we don't sign him, there's a high possibility Forest do, and that's a direct rival.
Yeah.
Do you know what? The only direct rival we got to worry about is West Ham.
No, I know.
But it's the most West Ham signing. I know they bought a couple of strikers, but if Strand Larsen was available in the market, I bet they'd be all over it. I bet they'd find a way.
Because they just signed two strikers, haven't they?
Yeah, I know, but the one of the strikers is a young lad. Obviously, it costs him money and tatty or whatever. But Strand Larsen is so talented. I think West Ham is it'd be such a West Ham January signing. 40 million on Strand Larsen. And talking about all this, I don't think Strand Larsen comes to Leeds still. I think I think it'd be such a massive. If we could do it, it'd be incredible. But I think a lot of clubs should be in for him still. They were in the summer, and they should be still. But if we can do it, it'd be incredible. But yeah, I don't think we'll get it done.
I think there's been too much chat about it for it not to have some truth behind it. The fact that we've even spoken to him now. There's a lot of moving parts, isn't there? Because you look at it and go, if they're going to let Larsen go, surely they're going to want to bring in somebody. Surely, I know they'll have backup there, but surely they'll want to bring someone in. It'll be a lower quality, cheaper player. But surely they've got to bring someone in, and we've also got to offload Pirot. So it's like three sort of.
They're just setting themselves up for the championship now, I think. So it's not. They're just trying to get things off the books, make money. It may even be that a loan with an obligation, if we stay up, that pushes that obligation into the next PSR or whatever it's called now, round 40-50 million if we stay up. It may be even they go for that if we say we'll give 10 million more in a loan fee now.
Yeah.
But a lot of people talk about PSR, by the way, as well, up to the limit in the summer. What people don't, a lot of people don't say is PSR it's rolling over 3 years, yeah. But actually, this tranche now is this year. and there's only 6 months left. So no matter what you do now, only half the cost is into the first year. So 4 years, you only get 6 months of those 4 years of amortization, wage, and everything else. So being limited in the summer doesn't mean you're at limit in January necessarily. You've suddenly got a little bit more scope and a little more wiggle room. So I think it's quite important as well. So we might not be quite as up to limit as we can. And if Harrison's was on 60, 70, 80,000, whatever the report was, and I don't imagine Fiorentina are covering it all, but I bet they're covering it. It's gone quite early, so they're covering a decent amount, but they can't be paying it all. But straight away, you know, million or so might be off the books there. So yeah, I mean, I say Leeds might just see this as too big of an opportunity. He's available right now. The market opportunity is Strand Larsen, and we have to find a way to make it work. And it may be, let's say, the obligation or whatever it may be. Is because, of course, you can buy a player for a certain amount and then guarantee goals, or something happens, you stay up. There's a boat, you know, buy him, but if you stay up, there's a bonus, you know, at the end of the season that is whatever.
There's that other thing as well, you know, if DCL does pick up, God forbid it does, but if he picks up a serious injury in the second half of the season, then again, the depth does not look amazing.
No, it's not good. It's not good.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, I mean, if DCL gets injured and you've got Larsen at Leeds, you know, you don't even have to change where you play. You can keep going as you were, because he's very similar to DCL in his attributes for me. So, yeah, and obviously, like it says there from Lee Elms, I've seen this earlier. His agent, Larsen's agent's a big Leeds fan. So again, it probably means no, but it is quite fortunate. Maybe he can nudge him towards Leeds. Jamie Lowe says we aren't getting Larsen. I know a lot of people will say that.
Yeah,
but
I mean, that is obviously
it shows ambition, though. It's good that we're looking. I don't think it's a case of, oh, we'll have a go and fans will think we've done brilliant even if we don't get him. I don't think it's that. I think there's genuinely a deal to be done there. It's just quite a few moving parts. Like I said, we won't sign him and keep Pirro. We need to offload Pirro, I think, to get him, just like we had to offload Harrison to get Buonanotte. So
yeah, do you know what? The Larsen things to me just absolutely stinks of a deadline day saga.
Yeah, it's going to go on for another couple of weeks, probably, in it, Bossnass, and then
scrambling
around.
And you look at it and you go, there has been a couple of dodgy things with the betting where it's all bets have been suspended, and then there's been the thing where I've read that Strand Larsen has been offered to Leeds. I don't know how true that is, but if there is truth in that, then that conversation's happened with Strand Larsen to say, look, we're looking to move you on. We're going to talk to X, Y, and Z. You know, so I think it's one of those where we don't want to get our hopes up just to be disappointed. I think there will be some of that, but at the same time, it does show progression that we're even being linked to these names. Because, like I said, if we was in the bottom three, it wouldn't be happening.
No, 100%. The turnaround from City has obviously been well documented. We speak about it a lot. What's going on? I tell you what, if we hadn't had that turnaround, we wouldn't be bringing in Brendan Otters, wouldn't be in the conversation for Strand Larsen's. That form through December has put us in a decent position now where we're looking up rather than behind us. People want to come, like someone like Brendan Otters wants to come and get minutes for, you know, to try and get that World Cup squad. All of a sudden, it's an exciting proposition, even if it is just for a loan till the end of the season. And the move on after that, it's a decent place to come play football now. And when I look at Strand Larsen, lads, I look at, if you're a striker, and you're looking at DCL, you look at Leeds United right now, and you think, right, well, I'm in a struggling side now who aren't giving me that sort of level of quality balls into the box, similar to DCL those last few seasons at Everton. And then you can look at DCL and say, well, actually, the way I play is similar. Look how well they're playing, the scoring goals. Look how well DCL's doing. He's the most informed striker in the league, and he costs nothing. Imagine if I went to Leeds United. That doesn't happen if we're not playing the football we're playing now. So credit to Farke, credit to the squad, the players that's had this vast turnaround in performance in the last 7 or 8 weeks to put us in a position now, lads, where we can even be in the conversation for someone with that money. Brilliant.
Look, in the summer as well, like I was told a few players we wanted turned us down. Deals were agreed. They turned us down because they weren't sure how we're going to perform. And then you look at the squad, and other than Longstaff, there was no guarantees really of anyone in that squad being a Premier League worthy player. I know DCL, but he might have been unfit. No one knew really. We all thought Ampadu rode on Bajol with, Strauch, but no one looked at that squad. No one knew how to get on the Premier League, and they've all sort of proven themselves to be Premier League players or level players, and they can certainly compete at this level at the very worst. So yeah, actually, I think players now look at the squad and go, "I want to go. I don't mind going and play that guy. That's a good Premier League player. That's important."
Yeah, no, 100%.
And you know what? It's good signs for the summer, because one of the main reasons why we didn't succeed in the Premier League last time was bad summer windows. Rasmus Christiansen's, Robin Cox. You could go on and go on and go on.
Weston McKennie's inside joke.
But yeah, a bit of experience within the. Listen, Well, we're not going to get into that here, are we? Surely not.
I don't know what's going on. No.
But yeah, it just shows a bit of development within because we've always said, especially leading into this season, we've got rookies here, we've got rookies there, this, that, and the other. Just maybe we've given them a little bit too much of a hiding before the results of the actual players have come out. Because everyone's saying, look, now we thought this guy was rubbish and now he's actually doing good. We thought this guy was rubbish and he actually, maybe we were just a bit quick to judge and maybe these guys are a bit better than what we initially gave them credit for.
Yeah, no, I agree with that, mate. I'm just going to bring this on the screen now before we move into the Leeds Fulham preview. Adam wanted to include these on the transfer chat. So talk us through this, Adam. I've got two slides here.
Really throw this. So this team here is what we started against Newcastle and Liverpool. And you look, because we spoke about it at length actually before the game, said, how are we going to get on the pitch? How are we going to attack? But what happened was, because people talk about us having a 3-4-3 or one behind, two up front, whatever. Actually, what we are playing with is almost a 3-6-1. And what it turns and actually, but what the most crucial players in this are Stack and Aronson. They've got us. They both carry the ball. They both get up to the pitch. And the way that Bogle, Gudmundsson, Stack, Aronson all support DCL and get up the pitch and the runs they make up and down the pitch. And I think that's been really important. But what that then gave me was when soon we said Buonanotte, which I spelt wrong then on the side, which is clever. We had a lot of attacking players. So I thought, well, how does that work? How do we fit him in? And that's why. And then I know you guys sent teams last night, and as soon as I saw that team, and I think this is what, because important story on this one, what we do when we sit into a block, the five go back, Stack goes right, Aronson goes left, and we do a 5-4-1, and it works really, really well. And Stack covers the fullback, Aronson covers the right fullback, Stack covers the left fullback, and we sit in. It's a really solid team. And then Gruev and Ampadu work as your two DMs. So yeah, and it's worked really well, and I've really liked it. So defensively and attacking wise, because of what Aronson and Stack have done. Obviously, Aron's been brilliant lately. And so then the next team, Matty, and where Buonanotte thinks, oh, that's spotting right. All we've done then is taken Gruev out, Stack goes back, which I don't really like. But that 3-4-3, you can still sit into the 5. Buonanotte goes right, Aronson goes left. That still works exactly the same way. But we've got a bit of more flair, a bit more creative, a bit more technical ability in the team as well. And there's not a lot of change there. And I think we can sit as well in defence, oddly, and you've managed to bring Buonanotte into the team for Gruev, which is mental ability-wise upgrade. And I think we can still sit. But Buonanotte, I say, is really good at pressing as well. Him and Aronson, the energy they'll bring in there, getting us up and down the pitch. They'll do exactly. Buonanotte does the same job as Stack, getting us up and down the pitch, but he can sit onto that right as well. He's defensively sound. He takes responsibility. So that's why he's such a good signing as well.
It's some side that when you look at that, boys.
There's a lot to like there.
I think there's a lot to like about the side, and the bench looks brilliant as well. Bossnass, go on, mate. What you say?
I just love how compact. I love how compact that team is. You've got Bogle and Gabriel Gudmundsson who have to do so many miles per game, getting up and down, and they've got the engines for it. But that gives you the width. But I just love how compact that is. Nobody's running through that.
You're not penetrating centrally for me.
And that's the biggest thing. Absolutely, yeah.
It's brilliant, and like you say. You've got the legs in Aronson. You've got that finishing and that that little bit of star quality there as well with Buonanotte behind DCL's finishing. And I just think as a front three, I mean, we wouldn't have been saying this a few weeks ago, potentially with Aronson, but at the minute, Aronson's probably first name on team sheet. If he can continue this run of form, finally we've got the Brendan Aronson we thought we were signing. Next to Buonanotte, who's got that bit of X factor, gives you something else, can cut in from that right on his left foot. And I think DCL will be loving the Buonanotte sign. I said that earlier. I think he will be absolutely made up with signing someone like that. So I think that team, boys, for me, I love Tanaka. I think Tanaka should be playing every game when we play over 3. And I know that doesn't work for everyone, and I know it definitely doesn't work for Farke. But in this system, I look at our squad now as it stands here today on Friday night and look at that team there and everyone's fit. That is the team I would pick. And I know it's horses for courses, but I would say that's our best side there.
I think you can do both, though. I think even if you sit, it may, away at a top end side. Yeah, I appreciate you. May Aronson and Buonanotte might come out the team for a Tanaka or a Gruev, and you might go a little bit more solid in the middle. But at the same time, I think in any home game against any side, that team offers you attacking output, but also can sit in as well, and it offers you the press. Those two buzzing around behind DCL, and a lot of this obviously is to do with Aronson's form, and suddenly he's a really good footballer, which is quite mystifying to me, really, like what we've seen in the past. But he's been good.
It's mad, isn't it? Because you look at that side, and I think it's got that defensive solidarity bit. It's so attack minded as well, and so exciting. But you look at that, and all you've got to do is, like you said, another one, AG, is take a Buonanotte out of that side and maybe put a Tanaka or a Gruev in and make that midfield.
Yeah, but it could be exactly.
And all of a sudden, it's a very defensive side, but that defensive side still scored 3 at Newcastle. So it's just an exciting side we've got now, mate.
But that's what Stack offers. Stack's legs in there to get up and down the pitch is huge, and the way Stack can carry the ball up the pitch as well, he's brilliant at it. And I think he's really important to that. So you can go slightly more defensive. It looks more defensive, but you just release Stack a little bit more. And obviously, he's still got defensive responsibility, but he can get us up the pitch.
You know what I like about this, boys, is that first off, when I look at that, if you took all the Leeds paraphernalia off it and you just had the players just in blank tracksuits, I would say that's a mid-table Premier League team, first thing. Second thing I like about it is like what Mike said, and AG, is that you can really change how this team operates or how it best plays by just making one sub. Just that you can, you know, Farke's now got all the tools. He's got a long staff he can bring on to shore things up. He's got Tanaka he can bring on to go for a game if he thinks it's in the balance and he can win it. You've got, you know, if you're getting hammered down that side, you can just swap Bogle for a Justin, become a bit more solid in that way. There's so many options, formation-wise, so many options. I don't think the formation now that Farke couldn't choose to play.
I agree.
So I love the way that this team's coming along. And again, you know, I was so harsh on the board and stuff like that. I've got to walk that back a little bit now. I've got to start walking that back because
they got a lot more right than what people give them credit for. It just took a while to see it, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. And if this team didn't severely underperform in the beginning part of the season, which they did, they severely underperformed. As did Farke, management and players severely underperformed the level of talent in this team. If they didn't do that at the beginning of the season, you know, the outlook for the season could have been really anything.
Yeah, it could have been.
Anyone being harsh on that team, though, you look at it and the disjointed nature between what Farke was trying to do and the players we had, it was so warped and so far apart that you couldn't pick a good player. Oh, he's playing well, because everyone was playing in the wrong style and wrong positions and all sorts of things. Bijal wasn't getting looking. If he did, he had to play centre back. And then suddenly Gigi was still bomb on. Our fullbacks would still play like wing backs and leave him or Stretch standing there covering the channels endlessly, and teams just lifted it into channels. Like I think, you know, it was so disjointed that it was right of anyone to look at the player and judge them in that moment and go that they're not a very good player. That's okay as well, because they weren't very good. And Bijal was completely new to a lot of Leeds fans, you know, like Stack was or whatever it may be. And to say they weren't playing very well, that's fine. But that's all we had to go off. So, but actually now we found a way that works for them, and it's all coming together, then suddenly everything's completely different. So I don't think anyone needs to be too harsh on themselves to say players didn't play very well and didn't look very good, because they didn't.
Yeah, no, it took time to gel, but obviously the system weren't right as well at the time. But
yeah, the system was miles off.
It was.
Just want to point out that obviously the massive weak link in this team is still the keeper.
Yeah. I agree. The weakest player we've got is the goalkeeper, and the weakest depth we have is under Gabby Goodmanson. They are the areas I look at and think if we could strengthen in those areas, great. We won't strengthen in the goalkeeper department. I do think we'll look at that left back position, but again, it'd only be backup. But there needs to be someone there, because currently the backup's either a right-footed James Justin, who's brilliant backup at right back, and I'd rather stick to that, or Sam Byram, or you're putting Strauch out there. So you lose so much. The drop off from Goodmanson to the next one is Premier League to League One potentially. And I love Byram, but if that's what we're talking about. But the drop off from Bogle to Justin is a fine margin, and I'd love to be saying that about the left back. What I will say is there was a comment earlier made as well by, have we got any backup for if we keep that formation, Buonanotte and Aronson? I think it's quite simple. if that's how we start a game, we probably don't end in that formation. You probably find wingers or another midfielder coming on and maybe changing it up. But
Yeah.
you could easily play a Nonto for a Buonanotte and keep the same shape. And you could easily play an Okafor for Aronson. Both players can play centrally as well as touching,
Absolutely,
sidelines.
and that theoretically absolutely true. Nonto for either of those positions that inside that 10 sort of, he should be perfect for that. But you can guarantee Fark prefers Okafor, so suddenly we twist everything into, and I don't think that's right, and that's what we shouldn't do. But Longstaff's another great shout in this away games. Longstaff comes in, Buonanotte or Aronson, he suddenly is legs in midfield as well. Acts the same as Stack, can do the same sort of job, winning duels. Dan James is no one to talk about, I think, because I think he can. I think what Dan James is and what his most dangerous role in the Premier League is a last 20 minutes player coming on as a sub.
That's
His legs last 20 minutes. Yeah, perfect. That's the option. I say Nonto should work for this. That's something I want to talk about. But yeah, and then let's say if you want, Nemecha comes in, you can drop one of the 10s and play two up front and play one behind him as well. If you want to be, and that's probably the most attacking lineup we can go with.
Yeah, no, I agree. He's a fantastic defensive player also when he needs to be.
That's it.
He is. Right then, boys. Let's move on to the Fulham preview. Let's get into it then. Craig says here, this game against Fulham will be one of the toughest they're flying at the minute. Not a bad side. All of a sudden come out of nowhere. Look at the league table, yeah? And you've got Newcastle all of a sudden right up there after the poor start. Brentford, fifth. What the chuff. And obviously Fulham, I think they're seventh, eighth. All of a sudden, it was they were so tight, weren't they, from like 6th spot down to like 14th. There were only a couple of wins up there. Fulham, I think, were a 4 or 5 unbeaten run, maybe one more than that, maybe 6. Just beating Chelsea last game 2-1, drew against Liverpool in a decent bit of form. Can't speak about Fulham without speaking about Harry Wilson, but just before we speak about him, they've got Jimenez up front. We've known about him for a long time. He will give our centre-halves a bit of bother for me. But in be-all, I would expect the strength for be-all, physicality, brilliant in the air. If there's any defender I would like to be marking Jimenez, it would be be-all. And I think hopefully a fit be-all, which we'll get into soon when I've been starring a lot of comments, is rumours that be-all has picked up an injury and we'll touch on them after. Hopefully it's all shit and it's not true. But if on the knowledge we're going on now, be-all starts in that back three, I think he can keep Jimenez quiet. But can we keep Harry Wilson quiet, boys? What a season he's having. You think we were linked with Rodrigo Muniz? Not really cut it this season. Pajau, nothing. Harry Wilson, deadline day. Bit underwhelming, this scrambling round for Harry Wilson. Chuffing hell. 49ers also knew something was happening there because what a season he's had, boys. 7 goals, 8 assists or something. 5 goals in 5 for Wales. What the fuck is going on with Harry Wilson, boys? What a player. What a player. And I'd just like to say as well, is a Buonanotte signing, a temporary signing for this season, as we know Brighton quite happy to do, with the notion of he's similar to Harry Wilson. That's who we're getting in summer. But speak about Fulham. Go on, Poppy. So go down that rabbit hole again.
I mean, go on, Adam.
No, go on, you go.
Well, Harry Wilson's just having one of those purple patches, isn't he? I don't know if it's permanent development or he's just gone into a rich vein of form. He's always had talent as the boy. He's always been able to shoot. He's always been he's always been tricky on the wings. He's a good player. In fact, I think he's been disrespected a lot of the times by fans and pundits really, just kind of dismissing him. And I don't know why.
Signed him a few years ago as well. Liverpool signed him. He's been at some good clubs.
Yeah, but yeah, he's got some talent as the boy. But for me, this game is probably mainly decided with you've got Sander Berg and the Stack battle, which I think will be
brilliant.
Will be a big one. And you've also you've got Tom Kearney and Purdue. All for me, I rate Sander Berg. I'm not sure if he's quite there with Stack, but if it's not, it's right there. Tom Kearney again, very similar teams when you look at talent level and ability. So midfield battle is going to be interesting. They've got Anderson at centre back. I've always rated Anderson. I think he's a really good centre back. But I think at Elland Road every time this year, really, other rarely than Tottenham, where we did have patches where I thought we looked good, but we left too many gaps in between the lines. Other than that, at Elland Road, I don't think I don't think we've got anything to worry about majorly with Fulham. I think both teams will have chances, but it's really odd to say with them sitting where they are in the table. But I'm kind of expecting a win for Leeds out of this game.
So do I.
Love that. Yeah, love that. Quicker, mate. Buonanotte. I think it's just a straight up loan, mate. I don't think there's any option.
Yeah, no, it's straight loan. Yeah, but I think Calvin Bassey's a massive miss for them. I think he's one of their best. I think Wilson, Bassey are two of their best free players. I think Bassey's huge for them. He's an absolute beast.
Is he missing AG? Yeah,
he's still away. Him and Iwobi and Ways, still away for Nigeria for the third place playoff.
Is them out there? Big losses, all three. Really.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But of course, they've all been away during this form. Of course, as well, but they are there to be got at. But Chelsea were like third in the form table when it comes to Leeds. They hadn't lost in 5 or 6, and we smashed them. Like team, if we do this steamrolling thing we do, where we play at a massive tempo, run teams ragged. Like we cause teams such problems at Ellen Road. Like so, if we do that again, I think I would have to speak for them. Wilson's the one for me. Jimenez's movement's good. He's not going to beat a man, but his movement's really good. And he's really good in the air. But you say Bijou, whoever is playing, like just stay close to him. Wilson's the one because I think that's sometimes where we struggle, especially with the free. There's room between our lines sometimes because the free sit back. So Struck might have to come and engage him sometimes. Yeah. You can't just sit in a free and mark one. That's where the gaps form in front of you a lot of time. So we might have to Strout to say, actually keep a close eye on Wilson, get close to him. Don't just go and mark grass like we like to. The ball goes well, go and make grass. Get out to Wilson. If I see us go wide, Wilson hang around the box like Bruno did, and us all go back to the edge of the 6-yard box, mark some grass. Wilson is their most dangerous player by a country mile. He's so talented. He's striker ball across. He's a really smart footballer as well. So we need to be close and tight on him all the time. And then because that will stop a lot of supply to Jimenez as well. So the game's there to be won. I think can be quite a simple game plan for us. Not easy to execute because they're good players and they're a good team.
Good manager as well.
I've got his favourite. Yeah, he is a good manager. But yeah, I have his favourites as well.
Brilliant. Last time you came to watch Leeds play a team from down south, mate, we lost to Tottenham 2-1, Adam. So hopefully you're not a bad omen. Hopefully.
We met Mandy though.
We did meet. Good old Bandy Dingle. Good old Lisa Riley. My bestie. Don't reply to my messages now. She's
it's
one of them. Yeah, never mind. Oh, it's my from Imagine Not, but it's 10th time today's room.
You're not angry or ginger enough.
Yeah, to be fair. Yeah. Well then, lads, let's get into a score prediction for tomorrow. I'll start us off, ladies first. 2-0 Leeds, which is a big statement because I tend to think we concede most games, but I'm going to go 2-0 Leeds. That could change when that team sheet comes out. But yeah, boys, as it stands,
2-1.
I'll go 2-1.
Yeah, I think it will be tough to stop them scoring. I think they've got quite a lot of talented players. I say Wilson's massive, but 2-1.
Yeah, I think it's paramount, boys, that we don't give any cheap free kicks around our area. I think that has to be a thing. Like, genuinely, if he's going to get a shot off and it's on target, it's usually in an area the keeper can't get to it. If you gift him a dead ball scenario in and around our area, which we've seen, our wall setup hasn't been great at times this season. We've seen Villa score one from close range. I can't remember the other one earlier in the season where the draft exclusion Aronson wasn't doing his job. But yeah, free kick. We have to. I really want to highlight that as well, boys. The discipline of this side has been the best I've ever seen. No red cards, yellow cards when we've had players like Amper who were unlucky at Liverpool. Let's be fair. He towed the line for 6 or 7 games on a yellow. So did Bogle. So as other players. And these are players that are in the line of fire every single game, blood and thunder. And what I'll say is I don't think I've looked at a player this season and gone, he's ducking out of tackles. You look at Amperu, he towed that line for 7 games. I think it was before he got that booking. He was really unlucky. The discipline of this side's been superb for the output they give and the physicality that we always got about the physical edge of Leeds United. We're standing up, the physical, they're in the face. When we, and we're still towing that line where we no red cards this season. That's unheard of really for a side as physical as we are. Good in the air, strong in the battle. So I sort of wanted to highlight that and sort of praise them for that because I think that's something internally from Farker to the players. They know the rules. They really, the performance has been really professional, really well coached now, and that's come in the last couple of months. But I really wanted to highlight the discipline of the boys. Right then, boys. Moving on to this week's Matt Heath's teeth.
I'm in total disbelief, but who the hell is that in Matt Heath's teeth?
Right, then, boys and girls. So any newbies here, and there might be a couple of late night Leeds virgins, every single week from now on till the end of time, I will put an obscure Leeds player, maybe not too obscure, maybe you know, maybe you don't, but an ex-Leeds United player inside Matt Heath's teeth, right there. And I'll give you 3 clues, and you've got to tell me who it is. A bit random, but we love it. So this week, who the hell is in Matt Heath's chuffing teeth? Right then, boys. Appointed captain by manager Steve Evans in 2016. He left Leeds in 2017, signing for Nottingham Forest, and it was also a fully fledged Scotland international. No looking at the chat. I know it's a little bit small. Again, I don't know how to scale this. Who is that? He was a captain for Leeds United in 2016. And let's just drag it out. If you know it, just let it breathe a little bit. Let it breathe. Just let it linger on a little bit longer. I don't know if you can tell by the size of that, because everyone's watching. Someone might have it on a big 80-inch plasma and be able to tell me who it is. And then there might be others.
Everyone's got off sofa to go stick the red right near to
206 here. You've had everything tonight. You've had a quiz. You've had derby review. You've had previews. You've had all sorts. Now you've got who the hell is that in Matt Heath's teeth?
Was it? Oh, can we ask questions?
Yeah, you can. But whether I've done my homework enough to tell you.
Who is that? Is it a defender?
No, he's a defensive-minded player, but he isn't a defender. I'll give you a clue. It were like, maybe I'm getting it wrong, but in my head, it's like a bit like Calvin from Timu. He was a defensive midfield-minded player. Midfielder, defensive-minded. And he captained Leeds and played for Scotland.
I have no idea who that is, and I should do.
I've got one. I've only got one name, but it's so embarrassingly wrong. I think it's so wrong that I'm not even going to
say it. This is what it's all about. This game.
No,
come on, get your.
I want to watch this. I want to watch this episode back later on. Right? I'm a bit of a geek.
Oh, I've got it.
Get your answers in chat. Get your answers in chat. Do me a favour before he says it. 179 likes. We've just dropped below 200 viewers, which has been mint tonight. So many viewers. Please smash a like on the video. I'd love to get to 200 likes, and please subscribe. If you
can I check out some initials?
Yeah,
can I check out some initials?
We're not playing bloody Hangman, mate.
No, go on.
Go on.
I think it could be LB.
Oh yeah,
LB. Yeah. I reckon you've been looking at chat, boys.
No, I haven't.
No, I'm not. The only reason I've got this is because it's the start of my hometown.
I think I should have got it anyway. It's quite obvious. I just couldn't think it.
Where do I live, Matty?
All right. Yeah. Well, that means nothing when his name's Leroy Benison, does it? You know, remember that good old player? Right then, boys, give me your answer then. Come on.
I liked him as a player, Liam Bridcut. I liked him
Liam Bridcut. It is, in fact, Liam Bridcut.
Pontus is close.
You liked him?
Yeah, I liked him as a footballer.
I thought he was wrong. I thought because it's two. It is very.
Well, it is. It's supposed to be tough, mate. He's got pristine.
I'm not sure that even looks like Liam Bridcut. I've got to be honest.
I ain't going to lie. It's probably the worst picture of Liam Bridcut I found, to be fair. Yeah, there were a lot better ones, but I thought I'd make it a little bit harder. But this week is in my Steve, it will Liam Bridcut.
I'm in total disbelief, but who the hell is that in Matt Heath's teeth?
Oh, I love that.
I'm happy with that. If we didn't get the quiz, at least we got the teeth.
Well.
Look at that, Richard Hogan. Gone from New Zealand poetry to Leeds teeth. You know it. You know it. This is what it's all about. But yeah, bugger the question. It's the teeth. Cooper. Loads of people saying Cooper. Bridcut, it was the answer. LB, turkey teeth. There we go. Right then, boys. Last thing. Let's move on to start. So then, this has been put on loads tonight. Beal and Stack apparently out for tomorrow. It's on Wacko. People won't believe it. I've had a few messages come through too, saying that Beal's out for a few weeks and Stack is a doubt for tomorrow. If they're both missing, that is massive for Leeds United. I hope they aren't missing. But again, don't want to comment too long on that, boys, because we never know with Wacko, do we? But yeah, it's come from somewhere, but hopefully that is wrong. But loads of people been saying that. Woody, is it ITK apparently, but who knows? Surely FACUNDO starts tomorrow. I don't see a world where he starts tomorrow, boys. I don't see a world.
He's played some minutes for Chelsea, so I don't think he'll be completely off it. But yeah, I can't see him coming straight in.
There's no way. There's no way. It's too late, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, he'll have been signed up yesterday. He had to be signed by 1 o'clock this afternoon. So he'll have been signed up. He'll be available. I think he takes Harrison's place on the bench, boys. But I don't think that means he plays.
No, he'll be on the bench.
Well, I don't see Harrison being there, but like I say, like it might be down to game state as well. Do you know what I mean? If I'm not, this probably won't happen. But if Leeds are 3-0 up with 10 minutes to go, you might see him.
Yeah, no, true. So a quick look at these. I've heard his name. Yeah, Bridcoat still great show tonight. Oh, look, it's bullshit, whatever that means. First time never heard of these fellas. Important question. Is Matty Foster James Corden's secret mother? I'll take that. I'll take that, mate.
You're bad. You're bad.
And I'll take your fucking 2 booners and raise it to 3, you dickhead. That's what I'll do. I know he's not going to Celtic. What do you reckon about that one then, lads, with Celtic?
Graham said no to that.
Well, he did, but is that because he knows something, or is that just there's no way they'll sell to Rangers rivals?
No, Graham would only ever say if you've been told. So yeah, right, no way.
Don't see it. I mean, isn't O'Neill in there just till the end of the year?
Yeah.
25 million is his value online. Whether that's right or not, but yeah, it's about 25 million quid. We've got a player for free on loan, a small loan fee, I assume. Till end of season was worth about 25 million quid. Tam has put, I don't know why Farker hasn't tried the 5-3-2, Metcher and DCL, like against Chelsea again, would be an option. It's weird, isn't it? Because you had Metcher and DCL work. Metcher got a bit of a knock and been out and hasn't really played in that role again. And in that same point as well, Tanaka were bossing it as well in midfield. And then he hasn't really had a look in since. I don't know if it just worked for a game or two, but he never really liked the idea of that sort of side, boys, because it worked and he hadn't used it since.
I think it worked with Nemetra and DCL and playing direct. I think that's so against Fark's DNA. Like he hates playing that direct. You got to play very direct. And then we tried it with Okafor and DCL a few times. It's just not worked. And then Aronson's hit form. And in a 5-3-2, there's no real spot for Aronson. So because if you're playing 2, you're playing 2. And you're playing fairly direct. So I think Aronson's form. And Okafor not doing it very well meant we just not gone back to it. And Aronson's form's probably keeping the Metro outside.
I think.
Cheers, Seamus. Thank you.
I think it's one of those where it's like, Farker, I don't think he'll see it like he gets enough out of Metro to warrant a starting place. Not that he doesn't do his job. When he does his job, he does it well enough. But I don't think he sees enough of the ball to warrant a spot in the team.
Maybe. Ball now, I would assume, Martin. I'd say ball now.
It's got to be.
You'd have to say so. So I think this was a great one by Sebastian earlier. Underwood is already focusing on next season. I think you touched on it as well a little bit, Adam. Larsen and Doki, whether we get Doki or not, they're signings that I look now and think, oh, they're coming now. They might not be starters now. They might have to bide the time, but they are signings for next season and beyond, aren't they?
100%. I think, as I say, a week or 2 weeks ago, I was thinking, are they going to do the Weston McKennie till the end of the season signings, or are they going to do a Rutter for a few years? Few years signings, and at the Buonese is till the end of the year. But Strand, Larsen, Doki, they would be for a few years. So but obviously they do cost money because you're buying proper players and you're spending your summer budget in January.
Exactly.
That's where, if opportunity arises. So that is the difference. Yeah, absolutely.
We'd have to suck that up in summer, wouldn't we? If we signed a Doki for
100%, yeah.
For Strand Larsen, we'd have to accept that if we're going to spend 100, 120 in summer, that's going to be reduced to 60, 70.
Yep, absolutely right. Yeah, 100%.
I like it when I'm right. I like it when you agree.
I just like the names, lads. I like the names that are being linked to Leeds United now.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Do you know what it is? It's a proper Premier League club. These are proper Premier League signings, established Premier League club. It feels like those sorts of signing. They are ambitious for a club, and Strand Larsen's ambitious for anyone in the bottom 6, 8. I think any of those clubs. And if we can, get anywhere near it, even we're looking at them, it's ambitious, but they are proper names. Yeah.
No, they are 100%. Johnny the Frog, please present Matty and the panel with their flowers by smashing that like button. It makes sense. Cheers, Johnny. Massive support at the channel. Thank you so much for that, buddy. Yeah, please do that. Could we not offer Wolves Pillow? Sort of touched on that way. I would like that, but Bossnass is just thinking Pillow.
I'd love it. I'd love it. I don't see how Pirro agrees to that.
No, that's fair. Runes mentioned this a few times today, so I don't know not about Luca Nets. I'm hoping one of you two does. Left back cover. Luca Nets contract runs out in the summer. Any ideas, boys?
don't know enough about him to talk about him.
I don't even know where he plays, so I can't comment on that rule. But I'll take your word for it. You've put it in a couple of times tonight, so maybe it's something Leeds will look at. The like players out of contract in the summer. If it makes sense, Leeds, I'm sure they'll be on their list. Matt Leeds, hey up Matt over in Oz, hope you're good, pal. Great to finally have a bench with players who don't get on the pitch in some games and they are good enough to start. I love this about the way we look at the minute. That bench looks so strong. There's options, like you said earlier, Bossnass, flexibility in and out of different formations. There's so much there. You know, he's got such a he might not have the most talented squad in the world, but he's got so many options with that squad. You know, this sort of now Brennan Otter is that final missing piece that I think he didn't have, that 10, that left-footed player off that right. It's the bench is unbelievable. And yeah, there's a few on there, you know, Longstaff who potentially thought he'd be playing more minutes, but probably won't now. None up. You go through that bench, and there's an argument to say they're all good enough to maybe play Premier League football. And they're on our bench now, maybe coming on for 20 minutes, Bossnass at best. So it's a strong squad. It's starting to look a strong squad.
Yeah, I think there's still work to do, but yeah, you've got a usable bench with, you know, players that you can bring on and trust to do a job.
And he didn't have that before, did he? He didn't trust the bench before.
No. If you don't have a bench that you don't trust, then you're starting off handicapped, aren't you?
Yeah. He was struggling to make subs when in Championship. He was struggling that first season as well to bring on. He never used his full five, really, boys, in past. Now there's an argument. There's more than five he could bring on, in my opinion, anyway. You know.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree. Again, I'm happy that you agree.
I know, it's twice.
Think it shows Farke isn't convinced with Okafor will play Brendy in the 10 when then Buonanotte in the 8 as part of the 3 in midfield. What do you reckon of that?
I don't know. I'd take you back to that formation I showed earlier. I think that works a lot better. It's two in midfield. He's changing. You're bringing Stack back, Buonanotte forward, and they sit into the wide positions when we're into a block. I think that, yeah. And I think I'd say about squad, etc. There's lots of squad options in that tweak things that don't overhaul anything. And that's the problem with Okafor a little bit. He overhauls it to get him in because he can only really play wide left. He's shown, like, you know, in theory, Okafor should be an option to go behind the striker and then drop into left midfield when we're defending. But he's not proven himself quite good enough at either of those at the moment. But you know, it's time coming. You're just going to sit patiently.
Yeah, I think Okafor will come good. Just like I said, I think if his end product was better, I don't think we'd be even talking about him.
100%. Yeah, he's certainly in his game. He's the best in the team, Matt, and he's actually very good for Premier League. Carrying the ball and beating a man. He's a really good Premier League player for that. Like he's top whatever, but yeah, it's
consistency. Consistency is what sets the really talented good players away from the elite players, and that's what he's lacking.
Absolutely consistency. And but you watch Okafor, and it's like watching oh God, I used to Sesko at Man United. Very talented footballer, but he doesn't react to anything that happens. Ref offside, you know, player bars. He's like Nicholas Benton. Nothing happens. He hasn't got the heart. He hasn't got the desire. He hasn't got the fight. And I think that's what. And Okafor's really laid back guy as well. But he lacks a bit of that. Seemingly, I wouldn't say definitely. It's just what I'm seeing.
He's one of those players who gets tarnished with a lazy brush because of just his old demeanour. But he actually gets stuck in for me. He does.
Yeah.
We've been highlighted that left hand side a lot this season, and Goodmanson's been getting applauded for playing well. A lot of the flack has come to Okafor for not tracking back and stuff. Again, I sort of feel like he's been tarnished with a Ramazani brush. I feel like Okafor does a lot more off the ball, and he gets credit for it, in my opinion. Is he going to bust a gut every time I get back? Maybe not, but I don't think he's as bad as what people say defensively. In my opinion,
he'll be running his meters. There's not, he'll be running his miles.
He wouldn't be playing if he wouldn't. If he wasn't, he wouldn't be in the side.
Not lack of effort. Don't get me wrong. He might switch off sometimes because he is forward thinking, but that's been the same throughout the years for every forward thinking player. Exactly. Of course, then you call him a luxury player. That's what you're labelled as a result of that. Suddenly the output. If the output's there, no one's worried about that. So yeah, it's just a balance. And he's supremely talented, and I think he will come good.
Hopefully, mate. Hopefully. Only 15 likes to get to 200. Come on, people. Top Banana, thanks for doing. You always like that with me in this chat. Always pushing for more likes. I really appreciate it. I'd love it if you don't mind. I don't want to beg, but please. We would love that.
I'm not below begging.
I'll be putting an offer in for Strand Larsen. No, George, but we've made an inquiry. We have spoken to him, so hopefully something's happening. If Biol is out, would you bring in Justin to back three? I think it'll be Bornau, but I tell you what. James Justin's a great option in that back three. But on the right hand side, maybe have to move Roden into the middle. But I think it'd be Bornau. At last one, boys. 191 people still watching, says Andy. What top show Friday night staple diet before a Saturday footy. Absolutely love that. I love this show. It means the world to me. Does this show doing it with these two, and it's become our staple. We love it, and I'm glad you guys do. We put a lot of work and effort into it, so I appreciate.
Sour mustard. Sour mustard.
Let's not get it. You Healy in this guys. Oh, we won't get into it anyway, right? Because he's doing bits at Juve. But yeah, I'll do the begging for you, mate. Right then, we're gonna call it at that, boys. Quick reminder of the predictions for tomorrow: 2-0 Leeds.
2-1, 2-1.
Brilliant. Oh, what else do you want to say, boys? Before we get off?
Yeah, Perry's on fraud watch again tomorrow, so keep an eye on him, people. Make sure. Hey, listen, when Fulham have corners, keep an eye on him. If he needs to come for a ball, if he needs to communicate with his centre backs, keep an eye on him. He's on fraud watch. Is that good?
Fraud watch, I love it. Right then, AG. I'll see you morning. Yeah.
Afternoon.
I'll see you at some point. Yeah. Right then, everybody. We'll love you and leave you there. Thanks so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Please smash a like on the way out. Please subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Take care, everyone. See you, mate.
Bye.